Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. Here in GOAT James Kingdom, we attack the GOAT debate head on, where we challenge all Michael Jordan fans and all LeBron detractors to who is the GOAT of basketball. You can catch us every Sunday noon Eastern Time, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, for the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. Also, we go live Friday nights with the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, where you catch special shows and content as a GOAT James Kingdom follower and subscriber. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership, where you can get exclusive content.
This is the icing on the cake on why like Jordan is like better than LeBron.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
It's because we've seen guys mimic Michael Jordan playing style, right? And still be able to have success in the league.
Top part of your screen here, Lance Stevenson gets the ball fakes, head fakes.
It's perfect to have you back in Indiana for this sort of stuff.
Barely even all the fakes.
Like we seen SGA always want to dominate in the mid-range, get to the basket, have one of the greatest seasons we ever seen for a guard. Guys like Kawhi, who mimic his game off of Jordan as well.
What the hell?
And the only guy that mimics LeBron James' game was Ben Simmons, and look where Ben Simmons at. That's the guy that LeBron James trained with.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
That just shows you that Michael Jordan game was so transcendent, so scalable, bro, right? Where is at the end of the day, like if he was in any different generation or decade or era as well, he would still translate and win multiple championships.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's a made-up tale. It's false. No way. Not this time.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut up.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. Y'all know it's noon Eastern time where we go live right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to the channel already. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership. As you see, we are going to continue to grow our content and continue to give you guys weekly shows, weekly content, and we're going to talk about the game of basketball. As today, we're going to discuss, has SGA surpass Michael Jordan, or will he surpass Michael Jordan with the brilliant play of what SGA has done in these past few years? So we're going to have a great show with you. Thank you guys for joining us again on another great Sunday afternoon. You guys know what to do. Like I said, hit that like button, comment. We see several of the GOAT James Kingdom members here. But before we get to y'all, we got to obviously get to our panel. What up, Brandon? What's good? Oh, there you go. You got to mute yourself. What's good, brother? Are you there, Brent?
Yeah. What's good, everybody?
All right, what's good? Obviously, we got our boys in our normal panelists. We got King John, T Perfect, and Craig. What's good, fellas?
What's good?
What's up?
My screen was bugging out. I'm like, why is there chat in the middle?
Yeah, I see that.
I'm like, oh, we got an upgrade, huh? Somebody check, huh?
Well, no. That's the upgrade from StreamYard. They gave us access to that, so we are allowed to now. You can see it because people always ask about that too when they want to rewatch the show. They want to be able to.
I'm up here like this on my screen. Like, why my shit dark over here? Like,
hey, bro, I go on my phone on YouTube to make sure it wasn't an issue on my computer. Like,
Oh my God! Oh my God! We here to have some fun, man. But let's get some shout outs to TJK members, man. I see y'all in the comments. What's good, Mr. Duke? Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining us. No, I'm not here to do nothing. I'm not here to do nothing, man. It's not my fault. SGA's out here balling, and we are here witnessing one of the best players we've ever seen in this decade right now. You got to be happy about it, man. Shout out to Wayne Gant in the building. Peace and blessings, brother. Asante's in the building. Shout out to Asante, too, another DJK member. Y'all out here supporting us. Yes, we're here having some fun. King John's also in the building. We see you in the comments, King John. We see you, King John. Oh my God! What is that you got on your avatar there, Travis? What's going on over there?
It's a mythical cringe result, dude. Because I'm sure that we'll have some cringe takes today.
I gotta show you how to enlarge in that so you can make it big so we don't have to look at it in this sense. But thank you.
That's his profile.
It is. It's the best.
He do not play. His pictures be classics.
Oh my God. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who we are, man. It's the GOAT James Kingdom channel. We're also going live on FYF Sports Debate. We're live on our Facebook group. We're live on our Instagram account. Shout out to all of y'all who watching us and support us. The link will be up very shortly for all of those who want to join us. If you are a King's Guard member of GJK, the link is already available for you to join the show, so you can join us whenever you feel free, and we'll open up the panel for you as well. As a Kings Guard member. But we're here to have some fun today because it is the NBA Finals. We have Game 2 tonight, OKC Thunder versus the Pacers. And Brandon brought up a great topic because let's be real. Does SGA have the abilities to surpass Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant? So let's start with you because you love Kobe Bryant, Brandon. Can he even pass Kobe Bryant, let alone Michael Jordan?
No, it's hard to say if he will, but he's on pace because Jordan didn't put it all together till he was like, what, 28? Basically, he didn't put it all together. Yeah, and Shai is 26. He's leading the team, putting it all together, best record in the league. Best in the West, back-to-back years. Kobe was, he was with Shaq, so that was kind of hard for him to put everything together. He tried to. Versus the Pistons, and it backfired on him because he just wasn't ready to actually take that leap. So we have seen, like we said, we have watched Jordan in his younger years, and he really didn't look as great as most people thought. We were showing his best games, and everyone thought that was his worst games. Like, no, this was Michael Jordan at his best when he was like 24, 25, 23. Yeah, this was Michael Jordan's best games. He scored 63 points, and you say this is his worst game. Like, no, this is just how Jordan was. Like, it just happened 50 years ago. And, we just got this knowledge that we've been watching, like, these current players in the past 10 years, and they just look better. Look at Anthony Edwards. Michael Jordan 23, Anthony Edwards in 23. I don't even think it's close.
Yeah, just another stupid take right off the bat.
He was a far better player. Everything around, ball handling, shooting, like just more of a
retarded
player.
False.
50 years ago.
Yeah, and you see Shai right now, how he got it together. His mid range is Jordan mid range has never been better than Shai. So, I mean, Shai his efficiency is off the charts. Kobe's never been more efficient than Shai. I know Shai learned from Kobe. That's his favorite player. He thinks Kobe's the GOAT. He modeled his game after Kobe. Kobe was a more polished player than Jordan. He's a more skilled player than Jordan. And Shai is taking everything from Kobe and improving upon it. So, I mean, he's on the path to be superior than both of them. We don't know. Let's see how this plays out. Like I said, Anthony Edwards, you look at a younger Kobe, younger Jordan, Anthony Edwards superior. So we're seeing better players moving forward. And these guys are pretty damn good. And we've been seeing it.
Oh, well, Travis, you stirred up something in Travis. What happened, Travis? What happened? It's early in the morning, man. What we can't talk about Kobe in this
Beasley out here doing like lines of coke right off the bat, man, and just
okay. Tell me where I'm wrong shit ever. Tell me where I'm wrong at, Travis. Come on, I'm listening.
Because you're saying that
it's about surpass, meaning he did more than Jordan. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
question.
it says
Not
we're looking
still-
at Anthony Edwards for 1 year, saying, "Oh, he was clearly better, and he's so much better."
I mean, you
so
seen
is
Michael Jordan in 22 and 23. Anthony Edwards was in the Western Conference Finals. Michael Jordan
Oh, that's a
was
team.
winning 0 games.
that's a team thing, dude.
He was
Michael
leading
Jordan
them.
got to
He was
blow his
leading
away.
He was leading them. Michael Jordan was
How,
not.
so is it? So you want to say is OKC can surpass the Chicago Bulls? That might as well be the question. If you're gonna keep talking
No,
about team
he's
success.
definitely not surpassing the Bulls yet.
Yeah. Plus, you're talking about can they surpass them? Okay, so wake me up when Anthony Edwards or SGA has 15 All NBA teams and 12 All Defensive
No, we're not
selections.
talking about their careers. They're on the path. They're
on the path.
right path.
That's exactly what we're talking about. They're on the
right
path.
I mean, you're looking at Michael Jordan's whole career because you're scared. So
Hey, listen, Mike is
you're fearing these guys. You're fearing these guys coming up, so you have to use Michael Jordan's whole career. That's all
What the hell
that
are you
is.
talking about?
You see how great these guys are, and you
How
get
great?
nervous.
Anthony Edwards
you
is
have
not
to
going to come.
use Michael Jordan's whole career.
No, we're
Anthony
not.
Edwards don't have 6 titles. The dude's 23. How's he gonna have 6?
How the hell?
What is the point of this question then?
Yeah, how stupid is that?
He's on the path. They're on the path.
On the path.
You can't
Anthony
talk
Edwards
about
is
the
not.
whole career. Then what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Because they're on
Anthony
the
Edwards
path.
isn't going to win a
They're
ring
not-
anytime
They're not
soon.
35 years old. They're not 35. They're on the path. Do you understand what that means?
You know what on the path means? You're just saying things because you like how his game looks. You're talking about Anthony Edwards. He's not going to win an MVP. He's not going to win a ring.
Michael Jordan at that same age. He's on the path to be superior.
How? He ain't
How?
win shit.
Just like Michael
He
Jordan
do
didn't win
shit.
shit at 23. Michael Jordan didn't do shit at 23.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, he's on the
Western
path to be
Conference
superior.
Finals
Here we go.
Back-to-back years, and you guys are scared. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
we're terrified.
You're nervous.
Who's scared about team
Terrified.
You're
success?
nervous. Like this is the
Who's
reason
scared
that
about team
that all
success?
these guys are nervous. As soon as Anthony Edwards fails to not win a title at 23, they start dogging him out. Oh, he's not Jordan. He can't win 6
y'all
titles.
got the
Michael
question.
Jordan couldn't
Y'all
do it either.
actually
You're
started
inventing
talking
things to argue about.
Y'all
Michael
was
Jordan
doing
couldn't
the same
win
thing
a title
that
at 23.
the
You're
media
an
do.
invent.
Y'all
So we
literally
come-
doing the same thing the media. Y'all hate the media do it. Why are we talking about SGA comparing him to Michael Jordan?
Ooh, I hate the media. The media's getting mad.
Yeah, it's Brandon, dude. Like Brandon, what do you think? You're saying,
Brandon, he
you're
said-
projecting your things onto us. No one. We didn't come up here at any time and say, "Oh, hey, fuck Anthony Edwards. He didn't win a title. Michael Jordan would have." No one said that. You're sitting there saying, "Hey, you guys must be
You're
thinking
talking
this."
about Anthony Edwards don't have 15 All NBA teams or
You
whatever.
just, yeah, of course, because you just asked if he's going to surpass Kobe anytime soon. What a stupid question.
He's on the path. At
No,
the
he's
same
not.
stage. At this same stage, he's better than Anthony
No,
Edwards.
he's
23,
not.
better than Kobe and Michael Jordan at 23.
No, he's
Kobe
not.
at 23
By
was
any
better than
means.
Jordan at 23, but
Is
he
it,
didn't.
is it just is it just Anthony Edwards, or what about SGA? Is SGA on the now?
I thought
S-
SGA was the question.
That's what I thought.
SGA.
The whole thing said SGA. He went a whole tantrum about Anthony Edwards.
Because
Yeah,
y'all
exactly.
keep talking like he was winning 6 titles at 23. I'm saying
Who said
both.
that?
Of them. I'm saying
Can
both.
you
Of them.
read the question that y'all thought of today? And
Yeah,
Can we stay on topic, please?
Y'all feelings now. Y'all in y'all feelings.
We
Y'all
on
in y'all feelings.
When you say stupid shit, of
I
course.
I remember that. I remember Anthony Edwards being compared to Jordan.
Yeah,
when
not one of us said anything about Anthony Edwards ever in a negative way.
Okay, but you are now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, because you're
now,
putting him in a
because
place where he doesn't
soon as I bring it up,
belong.
As soon as I bring him up, it's negative
brought him
because
up.
it's Michael Jordan because y'all act like y'all in a relationship with Jordan. That's all.
Oh,
That's all.
God.
Y'all act like y'all in a relationship.
No, we just hate bad takes.
No,
This is y'all show.
You act
Y'all
like y'all in a
decided to
relationship
make
with
a joke
Michael
of
Jordan,
James
and you
King
can't put 2 and 2
about
together.
Jordan.
You clearly
What
see.
the hell are you talking about?
Jordan. It's about SGA and Anthony Edwards.
You sure?
They're
that
guards. Why can't we compare them to
you're at the
Jordan and
same
Kobe?
stage? They're better
Because
than.
y'all hate when the media do it. So don't
No,
do
we
this.
don't. No,
Yes,
we
y'all
don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
Y'all literally
When-
sit here and said, let them be great. Appreciate
We're trying
them.
to tell you how great they are. Y'all telling us we can't.
Yeah.
We
Y'all,
just trying
y'all
to-
just like the media. Y'all can't appreciate it.
yeah.
You
We're
can't
trying to
appreciate
tell
it.
I appreciate that.
Y'all
We
think
appreciate
y'all
all
in
of
a
them. You're just saying that,
relationship
hey,
with
they're going to be the GOAT. Oh, okay.
Y'all not in a relationship with Michael Jordan. I'm serious.
You know, I'm going to read
Y'all
it
are
because
not.
me and
Y'all
Craig are
are
allergic
not
to your
in a relationship
terrible
with Jordan.
drunk takes in the morning.
Please.
Jesus. SGA, fuck Anthony Edwards. SGA is on a path, okay, because, yeah, he has an MVP. He has a couple of all defensive first teams, right? I mean, obviously,
Oh, he doesn't
has
have
to be.
all defensive first teams. He doesn't have an all defensive.
I thought he won one last year.
No,
Do he got rookie of the year?
So what are we talking about? Okay.
He's on all. Yeah, but he never had the coaches voting for him as well. That's not his fault. He got the media voting.
Okay, whatever. You know, we're talking about resumes, right?
I think SGA is a few years behind Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, so look.
If you're going to be honest, I mean, when he was 23, who was paying him any attention?
Yeah, and guys, by your own criteria, you can't have that conversation until 10 years down the line when he racks up these accolades, right? So stop it.
Not all time.
Why you keep talking about his whole career again? We're talking
all
about
time.
Right now. He's on the path. You just said he's on the path, and now you're talking about his whole career again.
On the
You're
path.
not saying that he's going to be the greatest, the second or third greatest player of
Well,
all time.
We got to put down yellow bricks to know that you walking the path. Wait, which wrong way we walking the path?
I think he's on that path, but I do think he's a few years.
Okay, what year is SGA? 6?
Huh? What?
What year is SGA?
That's a great question.
Is 26. That's all I know. He's 26.
No. I mean, what year is he?
He's in year 7.
7. Okay, so by year 7, Kobe had not even. I don't care about rings, right? Because that's obviously you mentioned Shaq. There's context there, but he had. I believe Kobe had at least 1 or 2 all defensive teams, right, and all NBA teams.
Yes, he did. He
did. Kobe had at least 2 or 3.
Kobe started making the all NBA and all defensive teams in 2099.
So SGA needs to catch him there. Obviously, he didn't have an MVP till year 12, I think. So
Kobe, who? Yeah, Kobe.
Kobe
Kobe.
They lead a team to a title, so he was almost like 32.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure, but he was putting up better numbers than SGA did when during the time.
Put up better numbers than SGA. SGA is like 30 plus 50% shooting. Kobe never.
Well, I mean, obviously not from an efficiency standpoint.
Oh, wait, Brandon, you just said something. You just struck somebody in the heart with that one, because you know what? Now that you done said that, y'all acting real ridiculous.
Yeah, real ridiculous.
Brandon is right. When we talking about players that's out here doing 35 and 6 on 50% shooting as guards, Kobe ain't never did that. And Jordan,
nobody's ever going to say that he's been more efficient than
Jordan. And Jordan only did it 3 times, and by the time Jordan got to his 7th year, he only did it 2 times.
You forgot the 88 season.
No, he didn't have 6 assists in 88.
Oh, you talking about 6 assists?
Oh God, okay.
That's what SGA is doing. Look at SGA's numbers. It's 35.
SGA played more than 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, I know.
Just do the 30-point game. Just do the 30-point season since he on the surpass.
Because how many
30-point seasons did SGA have in his first 7 compared to Jordan?
Because SGA does more than scoring. That's all Jordan does.
Do this.
No, that's not what you telling me what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Stop telling me I'm adding rebounds and assists.
You asking us a question. We going by.
I'm adding rebounds, assists.
Jordan did his first 7 seasons.
Again, I'm adding rebounds, assists, and field goal percentage. Jordan didn't do just scoring. Stop trying to limit Jordan to just scoring. Y'all the ones who want to limit Jordan to just scoring. I'm giving you
y'all the ones who call him a bull hog. Y'all the ones who
I'm giving you extra. I'm showing you that there are only 2 seasons in Jordan's first 7 years, just like SGA, where he was able to put 30 points up, have 5 rebounds and 6 assists, and shoot over 50% for a season.
This the first 2 years? So it's SGA's
second
MVP.
This is not his first. This is Jordan. Jordan did it in his 5th and 6th year. SGA did it in his 6th and 7th year.
And he won
look at that stat line.
Yeah, and yes, SGA won an MVP in 95. Jordan won an MVP in 92.
Look at that Look at that stat line 89. That's insane.
I mean, 2005, 2025. I'm sorry, 2025. SGA's did the
season is crazy, Travis.
I'm confused.
Right?
Why are you confused?
People sleep on that season. Crazy.
What are you confused about? That SGA did something that Jordan did. You didn't think somebody could do it.
I'm confused. You said SGA had 2 MVPs.
No, I said he had 1 MVP. He had 2 seasons doing this. He has 1 MVP in this 2 seasons. Jordan only got 1 MVP doing this. Kobe never did this.
Kobe's great though.
Yeah.
Kobe did different things. He just wasn't as efficient as SGA. That's all. I mean, it's hard for SGA to live up to what Kobe did because Kobe couldn't live up to what Jordan did. But Kobe was on the path. Kobe was on that path.
Did we see it earlier with Kobe?
Yeah.
Kobe had
rookie
stats. Had time to develop.
What they did when they first entered the league.
I mean, Jordan's like 22. That's different.
Oh, now it's age. Now it's different. You see what I mean?
Jordan's like 22.
You see what I mean? 7 years, Then I say, let's
I
see
mean,
what
he's
they
coached
did
by
when they
Dean
first
Smith.
came in.
Of course,
Now
you're gonna
I
have the
see as in
advantage.
22, he was a rookie.
Of course, you're gonna have the advantage. He was an old rookie. like Kobe and Shea was like teenagers.
In the crackhead 80s. In the crackhead 80s.
I mean, they talking about I don't know. I saw a comment like Jordan was better than Anthony Edwards at 20. Jordan couldn't even dribble with his left hand. Get out of here! I don't want to hear that.
Oh God.
Jordan couldn't dribble with his left hand.
But I'm just saying, if we laying down yellow bricks, y'all can see we getting to Oz, right? We can see we getting to Oz, the land of Oz with this. This guy is about to do, and he's only gonna get better. It's not like he's gonna get worse.
I mean, he's been improving every year, and look at him now.
How does he get better from here?
Hey, I just like watching this game, man. I watch most.
What do you mean, how does he get better from here?
I just appreciate the brother's
By
game.
harnessing all those skills that he has, which at this point was way better than anyone that Kobe and Jordan had at this age, and at this time in their careers. He's just going to harness and get better. He's only going to get better at passing the ball. He's only going to get better at recognizing where he can get his shot at and more, and how he can just get into it, get into a comfort zone. He's just hitting his streak. He's just hitting his prime. This is his third year where he's doing something similar to this. The only difference between 2023 is that he didn't have 6 assists. It was like 5.9 or 5.8 assists.
I mean, what?
And
3 straight years for 30 points.
Yeah. I think he had like 4.8 rebounds as well. I think his rebounds was a little bit less than 5.
Well, here's a question for you. Okay, let's say he does this and he maintains this awesome efficiency, and he has similar numbers for the next 8-9 years, right? But he doesn't win. Let's say he doesn't win a lot of the voter awards, right? Like you mentioned, like things that they might not vote for, like more MVPs, more all defense, all NBAs, and it comes up short of, let's just say, Kobe, right? Will you still say maybe he's greater all time based on his stats?
Well, I mean, by at this point right now, yeah, Kobe and Mike got way much more All NBA selections. Not way much more, but at this point, by 90, Michael Jordan had 4 All NBAs, SGAs at 3. Kobe, at the time he got to 7 years, was at 4. So they got one more All NBA than him, and they definitely got the All Defensive selections over him because he don't have no. Yeah, they don't have no. Yeah, they don't have no all defense selections. I mean, SJ has no all defense selections. Sadly, so he should be on the all defensive team. Should have been made one.
He should have been this year, but the coaches are not allowed to vote
for it no more.
Yeah.
Well, who would you take off and put him?
It's positionless. Does that hurt him?
Yes, it very much hurts him.
Hey, Brandon. Do you think it hurt him that it's positionless now?
No, I think it's hurt him because it's the media. That's all. That's the media.
It's going to hurt centers more than it's going to hurt any other position.
It's just the media. The media should not be allowed to vote for all NBA and all defensive teams. They just should not be allowed to. But the NBA has to get paid, and so they have to let the media do it.
I agree with that completely.
Yeah, I'm all about all NBA selections because, for one, it's one of the oldest honors and awards in NBA history, and it does let you understand how great somebody is.
Why wouldn't you be?
It's no one's fault. Bob Cousy has more All NBAs than Michael Jordan. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. He says, "Are we saying he's on a path to be better? Definitely better than Kobe." Kobe had
y'all propping him up to be better, and then if he don't,
we're not propping him up. We're saying what he's
like,
doing.
well, it's the media that was always comparing him. He had no chance. I told y'all what happens when y'all compare people.
We have to compare him to Mike and Kobe because they're the greatest guards of all time. And that's what SGA is.
Positionless. It should be
wake me up when he's better than Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade ever did this?
No.
Should we? Let's go look. Let's go see.
Maybe the 1 year he averaged 30, maybe. But
I'm gonna say what the Wade doing on now.
I think it was the 2009 season.
Yeah, it was
2009. He averaged 30, 7 and 6 or something like that.
No, okay, let's see. Let's go check it out. I think he did, though. To be honest with you, he averaged
Wade's
30.
He heard the MVP voting that year.
Yeah, he was 35, 7.5, and nope, but he shot 49%.
That's whatever.
He said, "What you mean?" He said,
"Back to the we play defense era."
No, oh yeah. Now it's when we play defense era. That's what that matters. What happened with Jordan when he was doing it for 50?
He shot 49.9.
Yeah, 49%. That's not 50, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not.
For that era, that's like 55%. Just ask Kobe, dude. Come on.
It's not in real life.
No, it's not exactly. So you could add Dwayne Wade to the Kobe era. I mean, the Kobe into this category. They never did it.
Being undefeated in
John Havlicable 0 times. They never did it. Again, let's see who else. Maybe George Gervin did it. Let's see.
I'll take Wade over SGA any day, especially
bugging.
defensively.
Yeah, you bugging.
I mean, Shai defensively good too. So,
all right, so let's look. George Gervin's never did it because he's never averaged 6 assists in his career. So George Gervin's never done it.
And the fact that SGA plays point guard and
Jerry
Jordan
West never did it. Jerry West never averaged 50% shooting in the season, so I don't think.
I don't think say Dominique, but Dominique before it. So
Dominique definitely averaged 50%.
What about Harden? I'm pretty sure Harden's done it.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Jerry West missed it by 4 points. He had one season where he shot 51%. He had 5 rebounds, 5.8 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, but he only averaged 26 points in this season. So he never
was he first team all defense?
No, he was. There was no all defensive team, sir, but he was all NBA second team and an all-star. It's not my fault. Jerry West got more all NBAs than Jordan as well.
The blasphemy.
I mean, we're talking guards here. We're not talking forward. Dominique Wilkins is not a forward.
And Dominique couldn't do this anyway.
Yeah, I don't think Dominique ever averaged 6 assists.
He threw a lot of bricks to the back of the backboard too.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
See, so SGA is basically on a path to just be doing stuff that only Michael's done as far as guards go.
I mean, I love this game, man. I like watching him play. I think he's unbelievable. I think it's too early to say he on the path, but if somebody say he on the path, I ain't gonna argue with him. But
why is it too early to say he's on the path?
He's 7 years in.
Yeah, why is it too early to say he's gonna?
Because I just personally hate putting the pressure on the guys before they get a chance to mentally get there in their careers, and all they thinking about, am I on the path of Kobe and Jordan? I mean, just like if you want to say he on the path, cool. Like I said, I wouldn't argue with you. If you say he on the path, cool. I just like watching the young man play. I think he
exactly.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. So like,
no, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it's cool. It's cool.
Weren't we
like watching a young man play hoop? I like the way he get to it, and that's it. I mean, and then once he 10 years in his career, I a lot of times that's when I like to really judge them when they 10 years in their career and see where they at, see what they've done, and because you can tell kind of where they're going from there. But I mean, in year 7, I don't think that's bad. If that's the question, hey, we can answer the question. If people don't think he on that path, cool. If people do think he on that path, if I was to answer the question, I'd be like, I think it's too early, but I like the path he's on his way to.
I mean, look at this stupid comment. Why do he have to play off the ball to be great?
That's good.
I mean, how does that make sense to anybody?
He does play off the ball. What the fuck?
But anyways, why do we have to play off the ball to be great?
Well, I mean, it's any great player plays off the ball, but that's besides the point.
The one thing
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, that's like saying Magic Johnson wasn't great because he was a point guard. He didn't play off the ball.
Yeah.
I like to see him control the game.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be hard to get 4 MVPs.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
He's not gonna get 15 all NBA teams. No.
You got to be lucky to get 15.
Yeah. Plus, he's not gonna get 10 all defensive selections.
That's out the picture.
So him passing Kobe is out the way. I mean, if we're just talking about statistically and maybe he has a better line at the end of his career, maybe. Sure. He's more efficient than Kobe for a number of reasons, but if you're talking about accolades and achievements, there's no way. There's no way.
Accolades and achievements.
Yeah, there's no way he passes Kobe Bryant.
What if he gets one more MVP than Kobe?
He's still 3 away from Jordan.
Yeah, he still needs. It's more than just MVPs.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get MVPs.
We didn't say all time. We didn't say all time. Again, we're laying down yellow brick roads for all you Dorothy's with red shoes. All right, with red high heels on, so y'all can understand. He's on the path.
Who from Kansas?
Who from Kansas? Oh, we know Brandon from Wall Street is from Kansas. We know. We
can say he's on the path, but he needs to go on a heater, right? Like he needs to next go year 7, right? So next.
What if they're going on 4 straight win this championship
for about a decade? But
sure, yeah. I mean, if he goes on that kind of a heater, tears off 3 or 4 rings in a row as Finals MVP, wins another, be like absolutely. But you think that's going to happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know. I mean, no
Before
one
in a
saw
row,
Jordan do what he
it'll
did.
still just before championships. I don't care how he got him. It's just the point that he got.
I promise you, Thunder don't win. Even if they win this year, they're not going to win next year because there's going to be so much movement. You're going to see crazy super teams happen. I promise you this.
I told you the CBA is messed up the NBA.
Yeah, there's no more. This team all needs to take a pay cut for them to stay, and I don't see that happening. So this got to be the only year.
It's their first contract, so I would take a pay cut.
That's what I'm saying.
Together for the next 2 years.
Oh, here we go. Now it's a watered down accolade. See what you guys have done.
Be better for the next 2 years.
You got stupid takes coming out of the woodwork here. Anything to prop up another player, right? You get narratives like this. See, John, this is what we talk about when we see bad takes coming out of in favor of another player. Right here, exactly right here.
It's not really a bad take.
Not really.
It's a terrible take.
Why?
Because to prop another player up, you knock another player and then say that something he excels in is quote unquote watered down. Even though we've never used that logic for any other player versus any other player.
Only Kobe's all defensive selections make him better than anybody else. Because if we bring up stats and actual proof of ability, SGA is a better defender than Kobe.
Based on what?
Based on the stats and what he's been doing in his whole career. Yes, he's not going to have. He's not going to have he's not going to have the defensive accolades because he's not going to have coaches voting for him to say how great he is as a defender. But his stats are better than Kobe. He gets more steals. He gets more blocks than Kobe. His defensive win shares, blocks plus minus, all the stuff that you love shows that he's a better defender than Kobe.
I mean, if the media was voting for all defensive team back then, Kobe would not have 11 first teams and 12 all defensive teams. He just would not.
Oh yeah,
you said he hated the media.
That's a fact.
How much
the
effort
media was hell yeah. That's right, Brand. Damn, Brand, you said something that was so. If the media was voting, Kobe would not have all defensive selections like that. That's facts.
I mean, they didn't even want to vote him for MVP.
That's facts.
Yeah, so they're more legitimate because the coaches were voting, right?
Well, you can go as far as back.
No, of course.
I'm just saying, like you're the coach is not voting anymore. That's what we're saying. Like he's at a disadvantage. Because he has people voting who
he's at a disadvantage because it's positionless.
No, he's at a disadvantage because the media is voting.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had
we
to
have
make
seen them make
terrible. They make this poor
decision.
decision.
They make bad decisions. Very poor.
Anthony Davis, I don't think you know how defensive win shares work, dude.
Paul Millsap. Oh, Anthony Davis does. Trust me, he does. This is a Go James Kingdom member you talk about. Ain't nobody in Go James Kingdom member that don't talk well. All those guys done stopped their subscriptions. They stopped. They moved on. They enjoyed it for a month and moved on. Anybody who's been a GOAT James Kingdom member as long as Anthony Davis could talk basketball, trust me that
he can say things about basketball.
No, he's giving you the stats that you love. Defensive win shares tells you good. Defensive block plus minus.
Mark Gasol was better than LeBron because of defensive win shares.
Nah, it don't matter.
Yeah.
I never said that.
I don't understand. Wait, so how is this disrespectful to even put SGA near these two guys? Like, is it really that disrespectful? I mean, is SGA really?
It's not like
seen this guy play before.
If you want to use stats and stuff, but as far as the accolades, the first 7 years, he ain't got nothing what Jordan got.
I mean, at this age,
on votes.
Yeah, at this age, Kobe and SGA is the only players who can do with their left hand in these three.
Because he had the same numbers last year, and y'all know said nothing about comparing him to Jordan. Soon as he won a league MVP, now is he on the same path as Jordan? Why? Because a voted award is the reason why we having this discussion. We didn't have it last year when he averaged 30 on 50% shooting. What's the difference? Oh,
we did have
the finals and he won the league MVP.
We did have this.
Like Jordan did.
That's why people were saying he should have been the MVP last year because of what he did last year.
I mean, if you would have asked us, we would have said that he was at that same age. He was better than Jordan. Jordan couldn't dribble his left hand, and SGA's a point guard.
So guys, can you pull up how many times LeBron has averaged 30 and 50?
Guard that averaged 6 assists, and Jordan's a shooting guard that had a season when he averaged 8 assists.
Okay.
What is we talking about?
LeBron had averaged 30 and 50 1 year.
Okay.
That was he what, year 19 or something?
Near 19, year 20, something like that.
No, he got 2 seasons, 2009 and 20.
I'm going to say 2009.
He didn't shoot 50%.
Yeah, LeBron wasn't was shooting 50% until like year 9 or 10.
Yeah, he didn't start shooting 50% until he got to Miami.
Yeah, when it was easier.
Of course.
When he
Well,
figured it out.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
it takes time for somebody to figure out. Like LeBron figured out. And
He
look at him.
figured
He's
it
the
out when he had
greatest
another player
He's the
dropping
greatest player
them.
ever. Yeah. Jordan figured out when he had Scottie Pippen. And he
Jordan-
didn't have to dribble the ball because he couldn't do it with his left hand, so he just gave it to Scottie.
What are you talking about? We're watching Jordan figure it out 89, 90, 92. You guys
Yeah, we saw him figure it out getting underperforming when he met Detroit. Yeah, we saw that. We saw him choking those series.
First of all, don't ever compare the defenses that Jordan was playing against versus the defenses that people like Kobe and LeBron and them faced in their career.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking about 1900s basketball. That was very easy.
1900s.
1900s. Yes,
they
1900s.
literally had to write a book because Detroit wouldn't let him drive to the hole and dunk. That's how crazy it was.
Kobe played
They literally
1985.
thought all you did was jump ball and box out on defense. That's all they thought.
What?
Like, what they're playing, they guarding
So
him?
this is another Jordan's competition. The reason he can't be great.
Here we go.
We have
No, we just said that's why SGA is better.
No,
That's
we're just
what we're
saying.
doing.
No,
we
no.
downgraded his competition to probably another player. That's
No,
what we
we
doing
just
with
saying.
Jordan.
No, we just saying that
That's what we
Jordan
doing.
Jordan
Sound like
had
the
an
usual.
advantage.
It sounds
Jordan
like
had
the
an
usual.
advantage. Yeah, he had an
Nobody had
advantage.
an
Jordan's so
advantage.
great. You gotta trash his
Jordan had an
competition.
advantage. Jordan had an advantage.
False.
Jordan was so great. Y'all gotta trash his competition.
No, he's not.
When did we say something bad about his competition?
Y'all literally just said about his competition.
That his competition was no. I said his competition was limited. There's a difference. If they were able to do what they were doing in the 2000s and what they're doing in today's NBA, Jordan would be.
The rules didn't allow them to walk and.
That's why it was limited. That's why it was limited. That's what it was. It wasn't.
You had to play better when you ain't get an extra. It's hard to play ball when you get three steps instead of 4. It's kind of hard to score.
You get 3 steps instead of 4. Where you get 3 steps at?
Well, now you can take 3 steps
all the
now,
time
you
here.
won't call it.
Weird.
You talking about the gather step? You get that? Oh, okay. Well, they were calling Euro steps travels back in the days, and those were 2 steps because it was so fancy.
So they was doing it back then. They just couldn't do it because the refs didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
that
because
was 50 years ago.
Yeah, because exactly.
I mean, that's what happens. I'm pretty sure in the 1940s it was kind of weird too.
Like I said, I wish we could see an era where Kobe and LeBron could get a whole floor cleared out for them, 1-on-1. My goodness. Oh my goodness.
If they played in the illegal defense era.
Oh my God. I would love to see that any day.
Also, Anthony Davis, just tell me you didn't watch Kobe's career. That Kobe was a fantastic on-ball defender, but he did gamble a lot. He wasn't that great as far as help. But I mean, you're letting metrics, you're letting the regular metric or advanced metric tell you the whole story about his defense, which is disingenuous.
That's the truth, though, but that's the truth. He was a great on-ball defender. All other areas he lacked. He wasn't a great help defender. He wasn't a great weak side defender. That stuff he wasn't good at. He was.
Sure, but he was especially
and that was against like guards, like small guards. Really, you know what I'm saying? So
he guarded everyone. Kobe.
I watched what LeBron did against Kobe, Carmelo. Those dudes are, when you're 6'6", 6'7", Kobe has trouble guarding those guys. Yeah, when you see him, put him on Damian Lillard, put him on Kyrie Irving.
Dude, I mean, sure, but he went large stretches where he did guard guys. He wasn't shutting them down.
What did he do when Leonardo Barbosa was going ham on him in 2007?
Dude, 09 Melo would give it to LeBron. Give it to him.
Exactly. No, you're right. Nobody's saying that. But I'm just saying Kobe's a great on-ball defender. I've seen him play great on-ball defense, but he lacks the steals and the blocks because he's not a great weak side defender or help defender. He doesn't play passing lanes well and steal the ball that way. He doesn't block shots from the weak side too well. He'll block his man. He'll guard his man. He'll get rebounds. That I'll give Kobe. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I still think he maybe. If you're saying that he maybe didn't deserve all those maybe that's
he's a smart
there's validity
defender.
in that.
I don't need to run. I'm smart. I'm not going to gamble. I'm not going to take the gamble trying to get a steal.
But think about it.
Who was better defenders than Kobe when he was running first team?
If you think about it,
huh?
Vince Carter wasn't no good defender. I mean, if you look at all the shooting guards where Kobe played, there wasn't really no good. You could say a good defender like that.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Only him and Dwayne Wade.
It was
him and Wade.
If it was positionless, he would have less back in the day because it would be like 5 power forwards on the defensive side.
And no, as far as scoring shooting guards, yeah, him and Dwayne Wade were probably the best defending shooting guards of that era for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, you like it doesn't matter like what we think about. Like you still have to catch the resume, right? If you're gonna have that, and so it doesn't matter like what we think about his accolades, deserved or undeserved. Like if we're measuring, especially if they're on the path, you got to start racking those up, right?
No, all I'm saying is SGA and what he has to guard. Like, come on, man. Y'all saw what Nimhard did the other day. Come on, man.
You're
That's what
talking
he's
about Andrew
going
Nimhard.
Exactly. Look what he did. Look what he did like that. Kobe never had to worry about people doing like that.
Yeah, you got to defend him.
When they had Kobe sticking Rajah Bell, he ain't had to worry about Rajah Bell doing nothing like that.
All I know, as long as I'm watching this NBA Finals until the game is over, the Pacers is winning the game. I don't care what the score is. Whatever the score is, I don't care. The
Seems like I
Pacers
called this 6
win
months ago.
until the time is up and they say the other team won. So that's how I feel watching NBA.
Freak around and get an extra 2-minute play.
Pacers in 6, baby. Call back.
Game over.
Johnny, can we find that clip where I called Pacers at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, right. You show me. You go show me where that clip is at. How about that? You go show me where that clip is at. You show me.
Ain't nobody had the Pacers making no finals this year. Nobody had.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
Shout out to Lamar Jack. I'll see you fellas tonight. Don't forget, we all gonna be watching the game tonight, like real basketball fans. Anthony Davis, you done stirred up something. We can set up this.
You gonna be on playback or you going on Go James?
Nah, we're not doing because on playback you can't watch it on playback. Only way I'm gonna do playback is if we could watch it on playback. If you can't watch the game on playback, why am I gonna be on playback?
I got it.
That don't make no sense. So you watch it on ABC, right? And we watch it together. I'll have the game on. I'll give you play-by-play because most people don't like Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson speaking anyways. So I'll give y'all I'm not only the color commentator, I'm the play-by-play commentator. I do both. I'm a Gemini. So we can have some fun and do this.
It's a Capricorn world. Okay.
It's a Capricorn world. Oh, come on, man. Y'all just hating. Y'all didn't like my commentary. Did you see my commentary on the last few minutes? That was great commentary.
That was great basketball. I wasn't watching it.
I mean,
that was beautiful basketball.
This show is named after a Capricorn, so I mean,
LeBron's a Capricorn.
Yes, December 30th.
Nobody asked you that. Ain't nobody asked you that.
All right, Tiger Woods. Jesus. I mean,
Jesus.
But Craig, I can give you this, Craig. This is one thing I can give you, Craig. No matter what we say about SGA comparing him to Michael Jordan, there is nothing about SGA shoes that can compare to Michael Jordan shoes. Them sneakers he wear are one of the most ugliest sneakers in the world, bro. I don't know who makes his brand. I don't know what sneaker he wear. And then when he be wearing
Converse, he wear Converse.
When he wears the sand tan suede ones on top of it, they're
called the Falbaters.
Now they just wear shoes that don't even match their team uniforms anymore. Like have like an orange sneaker with a blue.
The shoes don't come out until the fall, right?
I don't know when they come out. I don't know, but what we do know is that Craig's gonna let us know when some good shoes come out because we're gonna give y'all the soul of the game where you actually get to see some real sneakers, man, for real sneakerheads, and we do that with the soul of the game by Craig.
With that, these shoes that we're about to design with words starts with a soul. Not a soul, but a soul, what touches you to earth. That's floating in nowhere, the soul.
Yeah. All right. Well, this week, in light of the NBA Finals, I want to do it because it's special because we have SGA, we have Halliburton. They never made the finals, so one of them is going to be 1-0 in their first finals, and the other one is going to be an 0-1. And by this episode, I'm guessing everybody thinks that SGA is going to be the first one to win his title, and this will be his first shoe. This will be his first title. So I figured I'll bring out this one. This shoe here is the shoe that MJ wore in his first title run. This is the Air Jordan 6. He wore this when he This was the first model he won his shoe. What?
He wore those game 5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He had to cut the tip of the toe because he had a toe injury.
Yeah, they split. Like I had a pair, I threw them out when I played ball. Like they split right in the middle right here. They split open. If you make a sharp turn, it'll split open. But yeah, this is the shoe that he wore. His first title one. This is when he averaged a double-double. in his first finals.
Those are the sevens, right?
Huh?
Those are the sevens?
No, these are sixes. This is this is his first title. This is the first title shoe.
Okay.
This is the other model he wore during the season. This is the Carmine one. This is the one he wore during the season at mostly away games. He liked to wear like the whites with the red jersey. But yeah, this is the first shoe he won his title with. So we're gonna have either SGA gonna have a shoe that he won his first title with, or Halliburton gonna have a shoe he won his first title in. But yeah, this is the first one that Jordan won. Let's see what SGA can do in his first title, his first final appearance.
I want the Pascal Siakams.
Those are dope. Listen, I don't care what you tell me. SGA sneakers are ugly. Those are dope. Again, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, that was The Soul of the Game by Craig. Craig does a great job as a sneaker guy. He collects Michael Jordan sneakers. He knows where to get them. So if you have any questions, if you want any help finding some Jordan sneakers, Craig is more than happy to help you with that. So shout out to you, Craig, man. Great segment. Great job by you, man. That's a wonderful piece of video.
When are you gonna give us some of these shoes?
Jordan did ball out.
Shit free. You see what's going on? We facing tariffs now. Nigga, this prices just went up.
No excuses.
There's a whole schedule of Jordans.
Those were the first Jordans I didn't like. Those were the first Jordans.
Those were the first Jordans you didn't like?
Yes, those
were fire.
I have never had the appetite for those shoes. Never.
I love the colors, man.
I even hate the Olympic ones.
Nah, I didn't get the Olympic one.
Give the Space Jam shoes.
I like the Bugs Bunny ones. Those were the first Jordans that I kind of liked, to be honest with you. That was the one that came out the next year. I guess the sevens. Yep. Nah, don't give T Perfect no love. He can stay in the morning upset about Kobe Bryant.
I like AD. He has good takes. Like when he comes on, he speaks with eloquence and intelligence. I mean, it's a really tough combo when you're talking about voted on awards and who deserved them and who didn't. It's tough.
Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan was not the best defender in 1988. He was the most cooked defender in 1988.
They only voted for him for those fake stats. That's all.
Fake stats, fake accolades.
They didn't believe he did it the first year, so he did it again.
Yeah, they even boosted his fake stats up more. They're like, hey, we gotta give him more fake stats. It didn't work, y'all. It didn't work.
They still do that shit to this day.
We're still on there.
Don't even touch the ball, give him assists just because he in the same vicinity.
The media don't watch enough games to give out some of these awards.
But let me ask.
Facts.
I want to ask Craig and Travis this, and we'll let Craig answer it first, and Travis, you can answer after him. How do y'all feel about people who are actually telling you SGA is who he is because he mimics Michael and Kobe's game in general, and that's why that's why he is who he is, and why people like Ben Simmons and them can never be great because they follow LeBron James' path?
Man, for me, I know exactly. It's because his game is not what everybody else is doing. You know, everybody else is following the analytics. The analytics is saying a 3 and a dunk is better than mid-range. So you're not seeing 20 players take mid-range. So it seems like it seems like it's familiar. But that's the whole issue. He's the only one in this league right now that emphasized mid-range. Everybody else, they either going for a lane for a dunk or they kicking it out for a 3. Remember, we had a game where the team attempted over 100 threes in the first 2 games of the playoffs and lost.
That's a great take out of Craig.
Problem. There's not too many that's playing that mid-range game, so it's unfamiliar to everybody's eyes. The last great mid-range shooters, that's why they compare him to Kobe and Jordan.
That's great take, and he's absolutely.
That's weird, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Travis.
No, he's absolutely right. I mean, obviously, there's people who still take mid-range, but you have to put it together. Like a lot of people, have had comparisons of the years, but you have to. At the end of the day, you have to not only have the brand, but you have to have the results, and he's doing it right now, especially the last 2 years, right, where he's efficient and he's mastering that shot. Obviously, he can still shoot the 3 and everything that's a part of his game too, as it has to be.
Game 1.
I mean, he can hit the ball, but I mean,
with some bricks he was throwing up there. I'm like, damn, is this really Jordan?
Yeah, he's good at getting to his spot. He's great at, his footwork is fantastic. I mean, he's good at feeling his defender in order to get a shot that's even if he doesn't make, like, he gets a good shot, like it's not wild or out of control. And yeah, he's just a
This
fantastic
comment
scorer.
right here is exactly what I'm talking about. You need threes and dunks. This is all they see. This is all they see.
Wow.
My point is proven. Thank you.
And I'm not mad when they say that it's like he uses like his style, because there's nothing wrong about modeling your style. But when it's like when they say about Kobe Bryant versus Jordan, right? Like there's people who would try to emulate Mike's game, but only Kobe Bryant, quote unquote, perfected it. Like you have to have that skill, and SGA is really the only one who's doing it to a degree.
He's
right?
more Paul Pierce.
I don't know. I don't know, because when you go look up the NBA numbers compared to other players like DeMar DeRozan and other guys, he doesn't shoot the mid range more than them, or he's very efficient at it. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of players who are very efficient, especially some guards at the mid range that y'all don't respect. So I don't know why all of a sudden he becomes the guy that is mimicking Jordan in them. Especially like when I tell y'all Jordan wasn't a good mid range shooter till late in his career.
That's what I'm saying. His first 7 years, he was living with athleticism, dunking on people. He wasn't.
Yeah. So I mean, you know,
That's why I don't see it.
That's I'm like, where is this coming from? Accolades?
I can see the comparisons to Kobe because he has great footwork like Kobe had. He has a lot of good moves, but he has better.
He has his own style though, like definitively. Like that's why I'm not.
Yeah, he has his definitely. That's what I'm saying. He's basically them, but with like I said, a 2.0, a 2000s version. That's all it is a 2000s version.
Well,
so
believe me, Johnny, you know that none of us on this panel actually sit there and be like, "Wow, that's so Kobe or Jordan-esque." Like we don't sit there thinking like that. We just appreciate what he's doing. Like other people might.
But that's how they're doing it. They're making it seem that way. Because, like I said, if we go look at mid-range, because if we go look at what mid-range shooters do in reality, like he's not, he's one of the most efficient in the league. But there's other guys that are up there. DeMar DeRozan's, when y'all get mad, we say DeMar DeRozan's Jordan. He does the same thing. He does the same things, like the same exact things. Y'all just don't like DeRozan because
we never have an episode. Is DeMar DeRozan closest to Jordan? We ain't never had no episode.
Because you know why? Because we've never seen any Zesty Jeffries talk about DeMar DeRozan the way they talking about SGA like this.
This is the icing on the cake on why like Jordan is like better than LeBron.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
It's because we've seen guys mimic Michael Jordan playing style, right? And still be able to have success in the league.
Top part of your screen here, Lance Stevenson gets the ball fakes, head fakes.
It's perfect to have you back in Indiana. This is
Barely even all the fakes.
Like we seen SGA always want to dominate in the mid-range, get to the basket, have one of the greatest seasons we ever seen for a guard. Guys like Kawhi who mimic his game off of Jordan as well.
What the hell?
And the only guy that mimics LeBron James' game was Ben Simmons. And look where Ben Simmons at. That's the guy that LeBron James trained with.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
That just shows you that Michael Jordan game was so transcendent, so scalable, bro, right? Where is at the end of the day, like if he was in any different generation or decade or era as well, he would still translate and win multiple championships.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's a made-up tale. It's false. No way. Not this time.
We got Riker on.
That's what I'm saying. We never heard nobody talk about DeMar DeRozan like that. When we compare Michael Jordan to Malik Monk, they get mad.
Did he just say Ben Simmons is LeBron James?
That's what he said. He said LeBron James.
Wow, what a bad take.
That's what he said.
Basketball in the summer together. So
who was that clown?
That's what he says, man. Hold on. Let me give a shout out to some GOAT James Kingdom members in the building. Shout out to Tyson's who's in the building. Shout out to also, we got a surprising new member. This is a surprise. Oh my god.
Oh, Danny Mac?
Danny Mac became a GOAT James Kingdom.
A hater himself, dude. Wow.
I think we have to have a quick moment of silence.
That's like Brandon Katz becoming a member.
Wow. Shout out to Danny Mac. Reach out to Brandon and I. Again, if you are a GOAT James Kingdom member, you can reach out to Brandon and I at goatjameskingdom@gmail.com or goatjameskingdomshow@gmail.com. And we can definitely get in touch with you and set you up with whatever you're looking for as a GOAT James Kingdom member. Thank you so much for supporting what we do. So, Asante, leave Danny Mac alone.
alone now.
Leave him alone. That means Danny Mac is allowed to say whatever he wants, whenever he wants, because he is a
Or
GJ.
he already does.
But this is the thing, though, right, y'all? I wanted to discuss this mid-range thing, right? Because so you see the red on the right side for the OKC Thunder, right? That means they shot below average in these areas, right? But let's just look at the Indiana, all right? So you see the red that the Indiana is in? That's the painted area, right? And you see it when Anthony Davis or somebody was saying how this guy SGA dominates between 10 to 16 feet. Well, 10 to 16 feet is right below the free throw line and the dotted line. So the NBA don't consider that a mid-range shot. But if you take a shot from the baseline, which is also 10 feet away from the rim, that's outside of the paint, they consider that mid-range. So a lot of the times these guys are saying SGA shoot mid-ranges because he's shooting a lot of them inside of the paint, but the NBA doesn't count the ones that you shoot in the paint as mid-range.
Interesting.
Got him.
Right?
So he's a fraud?
No, it's not that he's a fraud. No, because he still shoots 49% from the mid-range. He does take about 4 to 5 mid-range shots per game, which basically means any shot taken outside of the paint and within the three-point line. He's still one of the top guys at shooting. Again, in the NBA, not too many guys shoot above 5 or 6 mid-range shots per game.
Hey, I got a question.
Did
Did SGA take the most shots this season?
No, DeMar DeRozan did.
I just want to know.
I mean, we can look it up. It was DeMar DeRozan, though. DeMar DeRozan took the most mid-range shots. Let's take a look at it.
I'm just talking about shots in general, total shots.
Oh, yeah, I think he did lead the league in shots per game.
No, not shots per game. The totals for the whole. Who took the most shots for the season? That's
who took the most shots.
Oh, that's weird.
No, we can look
I just
that up.
want to see, did he take the most shots to win his
Yeah, he
scoring
did.
title?
He did.
Oh, so he did
took
take the most shots to win the scoring title. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, he did. Well,
carry on.
70.
Carry on.
70% of the guys who win the scoring title are the league scorers. So here we go here. So we go by range. You see how it says here? If we go by zone, right? You see how it says restricted area? That's within the restricted area. Then it says in the paint, non-restricted area. That's that red area that I'm talking about. That's the paint, not counting the restricted area. Then they count mid-range. Then they count left corner, right corner, then a corner three put together, basically put them both together, and then they count the above the break three, which is basically a wing three, a top of the key three. But if we go to the guys who shot the most mid-range shots this season, it's DeMar DeRozan. Then it's SGA. SGA shot it at 50%. Devin Booker. Y'all never say Devin Booker looks like Kobe. Y'all never say that.
At the time, people was comparing him to Kobe when he was
He's too light-skinned.
70 points.
They definitely
They
compare him
were
to Kobe.
saying he was Kobe. They was
compare
comparing
him
him
to
to Kobe when he scored that 70.
LeBron James shooting 43% from mid-range this year. Y'all say he sucks at mid-range.
Let's go. The GOAT.
Right? When Jason Tatum shoots about where Kobe shoots for his average for his career, y'all get mad at Jason Tatum. But these are all the guys. These are the top guys in mid-range shooting in this NBA. Huh? Jason Tatum. They get mad at that too. Why can't Jason Tatum be considered like Kobe?
What did Book shoot from the mid-range?
And they still missed the playoffs.
Phoenix got the top two mid-range guys in the game in the top 5 in Booker and Durant. They both shot over 50% and they didn't make the playoffs.
Missed the playoffs.
You got to stop somebody.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. But like I said, if you go to SGA going to the basket, SGA goes to the basket or shoots at the basket over 400 times at basically in the restricted area.
So Giannis shoot 44%?
Yeah, from mid-range this year. Yep, Giannis shoots this. Yep, from mid-range.
He's dunking.
He definitely been improving his game. He definitely been. You can see that.
Everybody's better than Jordan now.
Giannis MVP.
And SGA gets to the basket more than Devin Booker and Kevin Durant put together. So how is SGA this mid-range assassin when he gets to the basket with the best?
He's a well-rounded game.
He's right. Yeah. That's he's one of the best three-way scorers in NBA history. The way he plays, the kid is incredible.
Next to Kevin Durant.
He basically takes over basically thousands of his shots was inside of 10 feet, was either in the paint or at the rim.
As you should.
Exactly. That's what or you take threes, but he also takes a lot of 3-pointers as well, and he makes them well. He took 400 3-pointers above the break at 37.5%.
He's basically the exact player you would want on your team right now, like in today's game, where you can shoot it.
So it's typical of Zesty Jeffries that when Anthony Edwards loses, they act like they weren't using him for the Michael Jordan comparisons. Now that Joker's disappeared and there's no Stephen Curry, so who else can you gravitate to? They don't want to gravitate to Halliburton. That's too close to LeBron. Halliburton, he's been a LeBron fan his whole career, and his whole life. They don't want to gravitate to that. They just gravitate to SGA because they don't got nothing else because they can't talk the game of basketball. They can only talk comparisons. And again, let's not forget Game 2 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun.
I will be watching.
You will be watching.
It'll be a great game.
From my basement.
So y'all ready for some GJK members?
Not really.
Only if it's twin man. Can they stay on topic? We'll see.
Hey, Craig be super honest. Like,
not really.
Here you go.
Fuck those members.
Now,
say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it, Craig.
Craig is a moderator in our Facebook group, and he sees what our GOAT James Kingdom members do, and he sees how they react and how they respond. But yeah, we here to have some fun. That's what Sunday afternoon is for.
That shit.
You know how many posts I delete, dude? It's crazy.
That shit be crazy on Facebook. I be looking at some of this shit like.
I just deny posts all day long.
Oh my god! Y'all are the best though, man. I've started to notice there's a lot of stuff being denied. Y'all gotta let them boys eat.
I prove everything, no matter how silly it is. Like, you want to make yourself look stupid for the millions of people, you could, man.
Even the nudity, Craig, you prove that?
Yeah, the nudity, that gotta go.
Come on, Craig.
Like I said, guys, no, none of the betting stuff from
Yeah,
those,
I always delete all that.
None of the stuff again that's non-English, non-English speaking stuff. I'm sorry, we just gotta have it all English. It is American.
All the terrorist shit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. None of that stuff, and definitely
How about the
no
Philippines?
porn, no non-basketball stuff, no political stuff, no
porn. What the hell?
No porn. Now, come on, man, we gotta stop it, man. They are.
Keep approving all that porn.
You saying corn, right?
Spam approval. Yep.
It's all basketball talk, and obviously no post praising Michael Jordan.
Yeah, we're on top of that.
Well, matter of fact,
you only can have shows about
it. No, that's false. That's false because there are people who are in our group that post positive stuff about Michael Jordan because they're people like Craig, Travis, SB, and other guys who are real Jordan fans. They can post about Jordan. It's the Zesty Jeffries. Y'all know they can't post. Y'all know who they are. You see them in the cut. They always trying to. They cowards. Instead of hitting the link.
I'm a Jordan fan too. I just don't think he'd go.
Well, the biggest fraud ever in a coward is Black Mamba. He's always here, never hits a link.
I remember he said. I remember he said drop the link on the radar. He said drop the link. We dropped the link, and he was not.
He just ran away, dude. That's his MO. He dropped the link. It runs. Checks out.
My post used to be the shit on there before I retired. I kept getting spam messages.
Yeah, it gets bad, man. Shout out to all the Facebook. Cam Young is one of the Facebook dudes that we got a few guys from our Facebook group. Again, there's some great guys over there. It's great. Facebook is wild for sure.
It's definitely wild.
I wish we can go live on TikTok. That would be best. I wish there was a way for this to go to TikTok, but there's no way of doing it. So
because they don't record your stuff, don't save on TikTok at all. Do it?
Nah, they don't. It doesn't save on Instagram neither, anyway. So it doesn't matter. But they don't allow you through what we use through the streaming yard. It just doesn't have a connection to TikTok. So, and like I said, TikTok is a little bit weird too. It's not,
definitely.
TikTok is definitely weird.
Brandon said you're scared of getting cooked, Johnny. I want to see if Brandon.
Cooked of what? All he's gonna do is lie. I'm gonna go find out why he's lying, and then he's gonna not let me talk, and it's gonna be the same diatribe with that guy. That guy's ridiculous, man. Shout out! Look, Danny Mac got a message for you, Asante. You guys go against the values of GJK. They don't silence others' opinions or kick out people who disagree with them. That's facts. We don't do that, Asante. I told you that. If they're not spamming, leave them alone. Let them be. You bring down the value of the platform with your personal vendettas. Soon enough, we're gonna be having GJK members sparring matchups. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if we make you a moderator for the show chat, it is to really get rid of the spammers, not the guys who comment. Let them spam. Let them. I mean, not spam, but let them comment as whatever the LeBron haters that they are, whatever you want to call them, Zesty Jeffries. They're just gonna create another account and come in anyways and do it again. Just leave them alone. Allow them to comment. The comments, they're safe in the comments. The comments should not bother you. If it doesn't bother Brandon and I, then it shouldn't bother you. All right?
I want a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah. Safe in the comments, bro. They all safe in the comments, just like Brandon.
You guys have done a fantastic job of just chasing those people away. Like, they don't come up here and argue anymore.
Why do you need a post game in today's NBA when it's easy to defend? The post game was great because it was one of the best ways to get a shot back in the 1900s. Don't work that way no more.
No post game. What?
It was slower, so they had to take their time to score.
Jordan Jordan is not an elite dribbler. He can't break a man off the dribble like
You need to. You couldn't stop his first move.
Yeah, well.
Max, when you can't stop the first move, why do I ever go?
Why do I need a counter? Like Gil said, why do I need a counter if you can't?
Why do I
stop
need a counter if you can't stop the first one? I'm gonna just keep doing.
Like, there's no way you can stop SGA's free throw attempts. I mean, they're amazing.
Yeah, because I got Ruben Patterson sticking me. I got Tayshaun.
I think we exaggerate his free throw attempts.
Go around.
We do.
Go around. Dan Marley is kind of easy. Going around Hersey Hawkins is kind of easy.
Dan Marley was a good defender.
Going around John Starks is kind of easy.
Why the hate for John Starks defensively?
Reggie Miller is kind of easy.
Reggie Miller's trash
He was
defensively.
so great. Y'all can make his competition look weak.
No, that's how it was. Yes, and
that's how great you are when you make your competition. That's like racing a Mercedes in a Lamborghini and making it drive like a Honda and say it's a Honda.
I mean, we all know Jordan competition wasn't that great.
That's the whole point. Jordan's the only player Jordan's the only player we can say that with. You can't say that with any other player in NBA history. Only with Jordan.
Because he the freaking GOAT. Only GOATs got.
Because he was lucky. Because he was lucky. He was fortunate. He had a good time. Good spot. He was fortunate. Yes.
He did beat a lamb though.
He was very fortunate.
I did beat a lamb.
To be honest with you, there was a hypothetical question asked: if LeBron came before Jordan, would there even be a GOAT debate? In reality, if Dr. J entered the NBA in the 80s instead of the 70s, there would be no Jordan.
What?
I'm confused about that one. He'd have been older if he'd have came.
Not only that, nobody saw Dr. J.
Yeah, no one would have modeled the game.
Nobody saw Dr. J play. Majority of his great games and stuff like that, people never saw it. Him in his prime, and when he was 22, 23, 24, 25 years old, people didn't see it. They had to trade him from the Virginia Squires over to New York so that people can see him just for the league. They didn't even care. They said, you're going to go play for New York.
I went to every Dr. J game.
Yeah, that's what you say. But the ABA games were not like that. They were not easy to see. The ABA did not have no TV contracts. Yeah. So you had to go to an ABA game to see Dr. J play.
He's underrated.
Then, if he was doing that in the 80s with CBS and that, there would have been no talk about Jordan. This man was doing stuff that we couldn't even think about.
That's why
he was doing stuff at 25, 26 in the 70s. If he would have did that from the start in the NBA, if no one would have seen it at all, he would have came in the 80s.
No, yeah, he would have got the popularity that Jordan got that made Jordan all of that, and he would have had the same competition Jordan would have went against, and he would have been able to dominate as well.
Does he win the rings though?
Yes.
Dr. J.
I mean, Jordan wasn't winning rings in the 80s.
Well, not in the 80s, but I mean, let's say they came in the league at the same time, right?
Dr. J won 3 titles in the ABA in 4 years.
Dr. J definitely didn't have a left hand.
He went his first year in the NBA. He took the Sixers to the finals.
Damn. John with the smoke.
He was a right hand bandit.
He was a right hand. So was Jordan in the 80s. So was Jordan in the 80s.
Hey,
I seen Jordan shoot a free throw with his left hand. Y'all keep saying he ain't have no left.
That was like 3 years of.
I see somebody shoot an air ball a free throw with their dominant hand.
I mean, one of Jordan's most infamous moves.
I see someone shoot a free throw air ball with their dominant hand. I see the man make a free throw with his left hand. I'm just saying.
What's LeBron dominant hand? Because LeBron left-handed.
He's ambidextrous.
That's why he's a GOAT.
No, actually, he's left-handed.
Yeah, he is.
LeBron left-handed. Yeah, but Dr. J, it was no question which way he was going. He was definitely going right. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm
He's going
sure
right.
somebody mute down. Somebody mute this.
Hey, just look at his videos. They all going right. He's not going left.
We're getting Dr. J on the show here.
The rock, the cradle dunk was him on the left side dunking with his right.
We're gonna put him on the right side of the screen.
But that's fine. That's what I'm saying. If he
Wasn't him dunking on Cooper? No, Cooper.
That makes sense. He played like 60 years ago, so they didn't have to use their left hands.
Yeah, he was, again, but he was far ahead of the game.
Did he ever make the free throw with his left hand?
They couldn't.
It wasn't.
The funniest thing is that I think that's probably one of the competitions Jordan could probably win is the free throw contest. It's the free throw contest competition.
He's facing LeBron, sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you got the refs in your pocket, you can love shooting free throws. when they let all the rules apply to you so that you can get, he said this is a pussy show, just rambling, no one just let, I mean the link is up. You know what? Let's let Brandon know because Brandon wants to talk and lie. I want to cook a zesty Jeff.
He's gonna be disrespectful.
Oh God!
I know when he talk, it's just
naturally.
Here you go. This is for you, B. Lee. B. Lee is too dumb to realize the reason OKC offense is struggling in the playoffs is because Shai can't play.
Oh yes,
and he's too much of a halo-centric player.
Yeah. The Thunder offense is struggling in the playoffs. Yeah,
they're in the finals. How are they? They're not struggling.
Yeah, the Thunder. I mean, that's.
Did he not watch that Wolves series at all? Dude,
yep.
The best defensive.
I just be talking basketball. That's all I talk. I just be talking basketball. I don't know what y'all get mad at me because all I talk is basketball. I don't talk nothing else in life. Y'all don't see me talk about nothing else but basketball. So I don't understand how y'all mad because I'm talking basketball on a show that's predicated on basketball, on a channel that's predicated on basketball with a group of guys who like basketball.
For all you guys who are mad in the chat, like, why don't you come up here and close his mouth? Like, give him some feedback, some debate.
Oh, don't worry. They got
MVP and a league MVP in 2 different decades.
Say that again.
Go shit.
Say that again. I didn't hear that.
I said he's the only player to win an All-Star MVP and a league MVP the same season in 2 different decades. That's some gold shit right there.
Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. When did LeBron win his All-Star MVPs?
So wait, didn't Kareem do that too?
No, Kareem never won an All-Star MVP. Kareem hated the All-Star game. He didn't even care for that.
Yeah, Kareem definitely didn't care.
Kareem didn't care about no All-Star game. Y'all leave me the hell alone.
He just like Karl Malone. He just showed up.
LeBron.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let Brandon have some fun. Brandon
he just showed up.
LeBron All-Star MVP in 2006, 2008, and 2018.
He says that I ain't gonna lie though, the 90s did have some tough guards, bro. They like we were talking about it on Friday night. When you look at the old school fights, you rarely see any guards fighting in the 80s. It was all the big men. You had Isaiah Thomas trying to, I guess he was trying to beat up Rick Mahorn.
Oh, he was trying. He tried his hardest, but Rick Mahorn was like, "Stop, boy, stop."
I know, right? But in the 90s. We had some gangster shooting guards, Latrell Sprewell, Anthony Peeler. Those guys would swing on you in a heartbeat.
Oh God, Anthony Peeler, Jesus,
Reggie Miller. He swung on Kevin Garnett.
KG,
dude, I heard KG was soft, man.
Chris Childs swung on Kobe.
Oh, you did swing on Kobe.
No, that was crazy, man. Yeah. So the guards was done with it. They were like, "Y'all not gonna be bullying us in the 90s."
Yeah,
the guards got real tough.
They were ready.
Yeah, man.
Sean Leonard would swing on him.
Oh my God! You know what? The link is up. Nobody wants to join Go James Kingdom no more. Wow.
Scared them off, man.
Peace and solidarity.
You reach peace by force.
Have they waved the white flag?
A twin man don't want to come up here no more because the Knicks are out.
There's a twin man right there.
He said his name.
Shut up, John.
Hey, twin man, I had to say what's up. I knew I'd get your attention with that.
Shut up, John.
Kobe goat status.
Talk about my Knicks. Leave my Knicks alone.
We didn't mention Kobe enough to have two men on. What's up, two man?
Oh, your white ass, you in the doghouse.
Hey,
I am
wait
in
a
the doghouse.
minute.
I am in the doghouse.
The lowest rating finals needs that attention.
No,
I can't. John was just at the house praying for my Knicks downfall. Raggedy, just raggedy.
Hey, I was over here celebrating. Yeah.
Bet you was.
I was over here celebrating.
Stand that shit. All right, let me jump on the topic though. Is it a possibility for them to pass Kobe? Yes. Jordan, I don't see it. I don't see it. If we're talking about from a pure basketball aspect, taking all the accolades out of it, they can pass Kobe. I can see them doing that. They're more efficient from the field. Their impact on winning. They're starting to come into their own, leaders of their team from the get-go. I think they can do it. Now, if they can actually rack up some accolades, then definitely. Jordan, whole different story. You're talking about somebody who took the NBA global, his global impact, his impact on winning, and like I was talking about earlier, he was a free throw merchant. He had him in his pocket. Like you're not going to get that status to where if someone breathes on you hard enough, you'll get a foul call. So they'll never hit Jordan status, but Kobe status, I think that's easy enough to get to.
I don't know, man. If SGA stays in his prime for the next,
your bias for Kobe Bryant is so noticeable.
You said what?
Your bias against Kobe Bryant is so noticeable.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I just have to say this yet again. No hate against Kobe Bryant. You can say his bias all you want. I'm gonna rank that man accurately. He was a great player, but I'm sorry, he wasn't all of that until he passed away. I'm sorry. They ranking him way too high. They're putting him on way too high of a perch. And it's time for people to just start telling the truth about his career. Was he a great player? Absolutely. Is he top 10? No. Is he top 5? Definitely not.
He's number 7.
He's number 11. You can't be top 10 unless you're better than Kobe. I think that's an honor spot for Kobe Bryant. If you can't be better than Kobe Bryant, you can't be top 10.
Tournament, was he better than, or do you have Larry Bird ahead of him?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I have Larry Bird ahead of him for 3 straight MVPs, clear leader of his team, his impact on winning, better rebounder, better shooting better from the field, better 3-point shooter, better free throw shooter, better rebounder.
So basically, Kobe blows him away in like other accolades, right? Like they have the same amount of Finals MVPs, more All NBAs, way more All Defensive selections, a more consistent score throughout his career. So, I mean, that doesn't factor in.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't factor in enough for Kobe to take his spot.
Okay.
Then we have to talk about his value to the NBA. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson kept the NBA going when the NBA was on the tipping point of basically failing. So I'm looking at
rank.
Why can't I? That's impacting the NBA.
So Magic and Bird are the GOATs then?
Absolutely not.
Okay. No one else had as much impact ever.
I mentioned Jordan's global impact when I sat here and said Shai will never pass Jordan just because of his global impact. Jordan's ability to take the NBA global and make it a worldwide brand. Larry's impact in the NBA at that time is so great. It's hard. It's going to be hard. It's hard for Kobe to just take that spot. To me, it's close, but it's not like Larry Bird blows him out of the water. I would never say something that ridiculous, but it's close. But I still
all over the place.
I still put Larry over him.
You got Larry at 8, 9, or 10.
I got Larry at like 8.
Who's 9? Shaq's at 6. Kobe's at 7. Magic's 8. Bird's 9. Steph Curry's 10.
Curry is not a top. How was Curry a top 10 player?
How wasn't he?
And who are you taking? Who are you taking out of the top 10 to put Curry in?
Oh, I mean, you got to realize like who's in my top 10. It's LeBron, Mike, Kareem, Duncan, Hakeem, Shaq, Kobe, Larry, Magic, Curry. Who's missing? Obviously, I have my asterisks as far as Bill and Wilt go.
I was gonna say, where's Bill? Where's Wilt?
They're the goats in another situation, so I don't rank them because of they didn't have
But if
all
we're
the
talking
accolades in it.
all-time careers, if we're talking all-time careers, there's no way you can leave Chamberlain out of the top
You
10.
leave them out because they would be the de facto goats if all the awards and accolades were available to them. There's no different.
I mean, you know, I can't even argue with your logic on that. If everything was available to them, this isn't even a conversation. But we
No,
know
it's
it
not.
wasn't. I don't how Curry's career is better, especially let's not even say Wilt. That's a foregone conclusion. His career is not better than Wilt's. I'm talking about Bill Russell, arguably one of the best.
No matter with Steph Curry, he beat y'all GOAT 3 times in the finals.
Hey, Travis, do you have Duncan and Hakeem in the top 5?
I do.
Okay.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at that. But I have. I think I have. What did I have on Bill? I think I had Bill 6, and I think I had Shaq 5.
No wait, you got Hakeem in front of Kobe?
Yes.
There's no one who played on the Knicks in the top 10.
You're right. It's not. I'm not. Shut up, Rihanna. I can't stand you.
Savage.
I can't.
John the smoke.
Let me address Black Mamba, Kobe 24, whatever his 1600 accounts.
No, don't address him. He's the ultimate troll.
No one cares what people think. I do not care what people think. I don't care what bar Dwayne Wade set for himself. That's his personal feelings. I don't care. Who cares? Nobody. Nobody cares. You guys need validation so much in life. I thought wearing Jordans was enough.
Well, to be honest, the top 10 is gonna change sooner rather than later. I think people like Giannis, Jokic. I can see. Yeah, I got to give Steph. Steph could actually put himself in the top 10. Even though people don't like this, Durant, he can get close to the top 10.
Easy.
I mean, so
Durant and Curry teammates could be top 10, just like
Why
Magic
can't
and
they?
Kareem.
Yeah, I don't think
Why
Durant's
can't-
ever going to be top 10. I don't think he's not going to improve from where he's at now.
I mean, he's got
top 10. That's crazy. That's wild. Y'all putting a lot of teammates
got
on
two
your
rings, and if we're taking,
he passes
if-
Jordan
if-
scoring, yeah.
Can KD fall without nobody jumping in front of him?
Who?
Like I said, if he passes Jordan
Can
in
KD,
scoring,
whatever you got KD on his
Kobe.
list, whatever KD at your list, can he fall without someone like somebody new jumping?
Yeah, because you got Giannis and you got Jokic. They could jump him, which they're close to doing it. Because we just talked about Giannis being better than KD.
Giannis already has a better career than KD.
About Giannis and KD, and
Jokic has a better career.
He's gonna be in. Jokic's gonna be in the top 10. What he's doing is.
So I'm not even mad at that take of Jokic being a top 10 player. That's not a terrible.
Yeah,
it's too early.
We just gotta wait till their careers end, right? Yeah.
So we're gonna bring you up, Mingo Jazz, I'm bringing you up shortly, but we got Ishmael in the building. Shout out to Ishmael.
What's up to the DJ panel?
Ishmael.
How y'all doing?
up?
Good to see you, gentlemen. We gotta stop this Kobe disrespect, man. Y'all disrespecting Kobe way too much, bro. No, don't tell me to stop, bro. You talking about Larry Bird? Larry Bird, bro, for real? Like Kobe, bro. I'll tell you something. Larry Bird has never really averaged 30 points, despite the fact that he's played in a higher pace than Kobe, meaning that he has had way more opportunities in his short run to score at least 30 points a game in a season, and he's never done that. Kobe did that in a harder era where there was more defensive impact, more people around his peers that were more skilled, bro.
Facts.
You don't understand that, bro. Average 35 or 36 points a game in a season, and you taking Larry Bird because some bum MVPs? Ain't nobody care about that. Bro scored 81 points. 81 points in the game, and he not top 10 with 5 rings, bro. Like I'm not gonna go with the media awards like that, bro. I'm gonna take Kobe Bryant, who's top 5 in scoring all time, bro. Top 10 in points per possession, bro. Bro, he's one of the greatest defenders as a shooting guard, as a two-way player of all time. I'm not taking that. I'm taking the mama mentality. I'm taking the toughness. The dude that played with a broken finger. The dude that shot a free throw after he tore his Achilles. Larry Bird can't even play with back issues, bro. I'm taking Kobe Bryant, bro. The Kobe Bryant disrespect needs to stop. We need to stop playing and acting like he was just riding on Shaquille O'Neal's his jockey strap, and he was an evaluable player,
I love
bro.
Ishmael so much.
Like, stop playing, bro. He's the greatest Laker of all time. I'm taking somebody that can give me buckets, bro.
Thank you.
Buckets. I'm not taking nobody, no Larry Bird. They can only give me like 7 years of prime. I'm taking Kobe Bryant and give me 13, 14, or even maybe 15, depending on the perspective. I'm taking Kobe Bryant, bro. Let's stop the disrespect, bro. He's top 10 all the time, bro.
Oh,
if you're
drop
gonna
the mic.
respect LeBron James, his totals, then I'm gonna respect Kobe Bryant's totals too. He's up there for a reason. And he's efficient, bro. He's an efficient scorer. Let me finish. I got this. I'm almost done. He's an efficient scorer, bro. Nobody's just looking at field goal percentage as a way of efficiency. They're looking at points per possession. They're looking at true shooting. They're looking at effective field goal percentage. They're also looking at relative to error, because Kobe Bryant was actually pretty efficient, even field goal, relative to his error as a volume scorer. There's multiple ways at looking at it. You can't just say that he was just not efficient. Being top 10 in points per possession, even though I know Johnny doesn't respect it like that, means something. That's why LeBron is up there top 5, because he's an efficient scorer based on how many possessions, every possession he gets per 100, right? So let's go. Let's not with the disrespect, bro. He's definitely top 10, bro. You got to give your props to Kobe. There's no way I'm putting Larry Bird over. I'm taking the longevity and the impact Kobe Bryant had with the Los Angeles Lakers.
We know Ishmael.
Dude, give me an Ishmael
Ishmael picked up the mic and basically said,
Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
That's exactly what he just said.
Wow, it's a great take on you. Fantastic take. Ishmael, I couldn't be prouder if you were my own son.
Ishmael is in the building. Like I said, we are GOAT James.
Yeah, that's one of those.
I thought he was trolling at the beginning.
Why would you put Shaq in your top 10 and not Kobe? What's the difference between Shaq and they both? The only difference is the Finals MVPs. That's the only.
I'm putting
difference.
Kobe above Shaq.
Hell yeah, I'm putting Kobe over Shaq too, bro. Let's stop the disrespect, bro.
Let's go that
Like,
far.
come on.
I'm just happy Johnny had that.
I know there's an argument. I'm not saying there's not an argument there, but come on, bro. He's up there.
I have them one space apart.
Now Kobe's better than Shaq. Really?
Man, I'm not taking just his 3 years, bro. Just because you played great in the NBA Finals, bro. Just one series out of an entire season doesn't mean that you just better like that. I'm not taking that.
He's going to say Kobe Bryant is better than Shaq.
Oh my God, yes. Especially his career. If you talk about, it's not just about peak and prime, bro.
Y'all can have it for a little bit. I'm going on mute. Now we're being delusional.
That's a debate that needs to happen. Ishmael
If you look, their primes are the same length, right? Basically. And I think Shaq was more effective, but they're totally two different players, completely. I'm at 6 and 7, respectively,
Shaq
for what
had
they
the
did.
most sweeps in NBA history.
Their careers are almost identical.
Just like Shaq was more dominant than Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan is above Shaq as well.
Hey, to be
For
honest
the same
with you,
reason.
Twin man, you fucked around and found out. Shout out to Ishmael.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
You got knocked the fuck out, bitch.
Damn, man.
You gotta leave Kobe alone, Twin man. You gotta leave Kobe alone, Twin man. Let's
put you on a t-shirt.
Let's let Mingo Gesture in. Shout out to Mingo Gesture, man.
See, but see, Kobe got a lot of other stuff that people don't even be named. Like he led a whole decade in scoring. What about that? Y'all love the totals and stuff. He led a whole decade in scoring.
Yeah.
Nobody never mentioned that. The whole 2000, the most slowest era in basketball, he led that entire decade.
Right, exactly.
Wait, Mingled, did you not hear my huge Kobe
I
segment
heard
2 weeks
everything you
ago?
said. I heard everything you said. The three straight playoff run, the 600 plus points. He on the player history to do that, by the way. NBA
I love
history to
Kobe.
have. 600 plus points in 3 consecutive playoff runs. He's the only player in NBA history to do that.
Goat.
But hey, like I said before, hey, it's okay. You have Kobe where you have Kobe. I got him number 4. Hey, that's fine. It is what it is.
I got Kobe's 11.
I got him.
And that's fine. And like I said, and that's fine. You got him where you got him. That's fine.
I definitely got him ahead of Bird and Shaq for sure. He's definitely ahead of Bird and Shaq for sure.
Hell he's ahead of Magic Johnson, dude.
I got him ahead of Magic.
Yeah.
I got him ahead of Magic too. I got him ahead of Magic too.
But a lot of people got Magic as the greatest Laker of all time, though.
For what? That don't even make any damn sense, bro. How you gonna put that over 20 years, bro? Like 20 years of Kobe Bryant with the Lakers, bro.
But
Like, come on, man.
Most people argument is Magic played 12 seasons, 12 years, and he went to 9 finals out of those 12 years.
That's some BS. That's some big BS, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
Ignorant.
His finals appearances over
How
Kobe.
is that ignorant?
That's crazy.
That's ignorant, bro. Like, you can't do that, bro. Like, I'm not going to try to dismiss. I'm not trying to diminish Magic Johnson, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm taking somebody to give buckets.
I have a question for you. What is the most important thing in NBA career? It's winning and actually winning, correct? So you actually have to be able to win. Getting to the finals as many times as you can is actually very important in the NBA. That's very important.
I'm not.
So to pretend like that's nothing is insane. We're not about to sit here and diminish being able to go to the finals 9 times in 12 years. That's fucking impressive.
Okay. All right. It's impressive, but like we understand that it's due to your team and your capability of what you're able to do with your team. And it's not like Magic Johnson was the #1 option on the team in the first place. But I'm just saying that
his option is number 3 on time. His teammate is number 3 on time.
Yeah, right. And exactly, right. And so it's like it's based on team trying to use team accomplishments as a way in order to say one player is above another like that. I think it's just completely bogus. You got to look at from the impact of what they've done individually. Like sometimes situations is granted by luck or granted based on the circumstances you are. And you're not always in the best circumstances in order to get your team that far. While it's important, yes, of course, going to the finals more. In team aspect, Magic Johnson is more successful. But individually, Kobe has the career. He has put up the minutes, the numbers over Magic Johnson to be more impactful. That's why we value LeBron James totals. That's why we do that. We also value his efficiency as a player across multiple seasons as well. Not just putting up numbers and playing, but his efficiency. But Kobe Bryant has been an incredible player. He's an efficient player, an efficient scorer, and he's done that for many years of the Lakers. And I'm not taking team aspects over Kobe Bryant as the individual player. I'm not doing that. Especially 20 years. 20 freaking years, bro.
But I think Ishmael went somewhere and like molted, and he came back into this like powerful. Crazy.
The only team I know that can get a #1
butterfly.
Exactly.
How the Lakers get a #1 pick?
Wait a minute. They said Ishmael went into cocoon and came out a butterfly.
That's tough. Man. Hey, but what about when they always dock Kobe for playing with Shaq, right? Everybody always say, well, he got 3 rings with Shaq. Well, Magic got all his rings with Kareem, but nobody never said nothing about that. Kareem got all his rings with Magic.
They bring up Scottie Pippen for
but
Jordan.
Nobody never bring that up, though.
Bring up Magic for Kareem.
Wait.
Fucking Jordan.
He was nowhere near his prime when he started playing Magic. He wasn't.
But Craig, what I was saying was Magic and Kareem is in the top 10.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not in the top 10 greatest players of all time.
Wasn't in his, Kareem's in the top 10 for what he did previously. Kareem is not in the top 10 for just what he did with the Lakers. Let's not do that. Kareem was not in his prime when he played with the Lakers. He was nowhere near it.
It's his whole career. I understand it's his whole career. He's still in the top 10, regardless of when he's still in the top 10, regardless of how you look at it.
But hold up, Mingo. Why are you making it seem like Kareem? Why are you making it seem like Kareem was in his prime when he was playing with Magic? He wasn't. He was nowhere near it.
Whoa, hold on, wait. That first finals averaging 33, 12, and what it was, 33, 15, and 7. 3. That's what he, before he got
Is
injured in
Kareem
that
in the
first
top
final.
10?
That's what he averaged.
Is Kareem in the top 10 for what he did with the Lakers or being the all-time leading scorer, Mingo? At
Wait,
one
say
point.
that again. Say that again.
Was Kareem in the top 10 for what he did to the Lakers or for him being an all-time leading scorer at one point? And having that record, that prestigious record for almost 30 years, or more than 30 years.
You can't have.
Let's be real here. Stop chalking him up to what he did with the Lakers. Kareem was a
You
bad boy
can't
before he
just pick. But what I'm saying is, it's his entire career. It's his entire career. You
How
can't
you gonna
just
say what?
pick
Not
and
what he did
choose
with the
parts
Lakers
of
when
his
he
career.
became
It's
all-time
just the
leading
entire
scorer.
career
I said
as a
it's not.
whole.
No, he's trying to make it seem like it's only because of what he did with the Lakers.
No. I'm saying, but it's his
Kareem is
entire
probably one
career
of
when
the
you talking
best
about career
winners
wise.
outside of Bill Russell we've seen in the NBA. So we're not going to do that.
What you mean then? I guess the same thing can apply to Kobe then, right? Because his career didn't start when Shaq left.
Twin man
So what are
trying
you
to get his
saying?
lick back. Twin man trying to get his lick back, and Ismail he don't want that.
I'm not getting my lick back in. I love, you know me, I love a big King John, me and you are no longer friends. King John, me and you are no longer friends. What you said about the Knicks?
Oh, wait, let me address Mr. Duke here, a GJK member. He says all y'all have Kobe ranked way too high.
Okay, Mr. Duke, come out here and prove it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got to remember they got the badge. Talk to him with some respect. This is a King's Guard here. Talk with him with some respect. Please, brother, tell us where you got Kobe ranked. Please tell us where you got Kobe ranked. Where you got him ranked at? Let's see.
Mr. Duke, that's one of my favorite conversations. Please respectfully come up and we'll talk about it.
15. I had Kobe 15 when we started James Kingdom 3 years ago.
15.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, B. Lee.
Wait. You didn't put nothing down. Appreciate the super chat. Just go ahead and put it in the comments, brother. Go. You don't have to pay more. Just tell us where you got him. And then
you got him ranked at.
Yeah, that's all. It's all good. Just tell us where you got Kobe ranked at. Ain't nobody gonna persecute you here. Not even
Kobe in the top 10 before he passed away.
Yes.
Kobe somewhere between 8 and 12.
Wasn't.
That's what Chilltown says. Kobe should be anywhere between 8 and 12. I got Kobe 8th.
I mean, that's fair. In between
I have trouble putting him in front of Dr. J. I just listen, I just appreciate everything Dr. J did for the game, man. It's just hard to put somebody over Dr. J when you count what he did with the ABA. So it's hard to do that. But I don't know. Listen, I already told y'all Kevin Durant gonna crack the top 10. He's gonna end up being better than Magic and Bird for sure.
He's not.
Yes.
Why not?
Hell yeah, bro. Y'all, I don't know what y'all be taking that.
If he past Michael
nostalgia
Jordan,
stuff, bro.
Kobe, if he gets past Kobe and Michael Jordan scoring all time, bro. Come on, man. This guy's one of the most efficient scorers ever, the most lethal assassins ever.
What year this in? What year he in?
Like year 17, yeah.
17.
Oh, he's gonna pass Jordan when?
Maybe next year.
But he was hard by hold up. It's not like he's been able to play 17 years straight. He's had a couple of seasons where he's had
like Jordan played 15 years.
Probably would have passed Jordan in scoring years ago if he didn't have these injuries.
Boy, you act like Jordan didn't miss seasons and retire and all that. What do you?
Jordan decided to quit. It was his fault.
It happened. It doesn't matter. It happened.
It took everybody more than 15 years to get past 32,000 points. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So yes, he's gonna pass Jordan. Doesn't matter. He's still gonna pass Jordan.
Yeah, he's gonna pass him.
Shout out to Dion. I didn't know that was you, Dion. Dion is in the building. Another DJK member. LeBron's number one. That's all y'all need to know. LeBron's number one. That's all.
What that is? Dion from Ohio.
That's Dion from Ohio.
Salute Dion from Ohio. I like that dude, man. He all right.
Dion from Ohio. Mr. Duke is out here giving out super chats. Shout out to Mr. Duke, man. He said, "Hey Johnny, please explain Kobe being over Shaq. I'm dying to know him over Magic. I get, but Shaq. Yes, again, I got Shaq at 12 on my list. Again, yeah, I got Shaq 12. Yeah, I got Shaq 12. He's behind Hakeem.
Hey Johnny, I didn't know you had Shaq that low. What
dominant y'all talking about?
Wow.
Yeah.
He got more sweeps than championships. Like, come on.
Again, Kobe got 33,000 points, 15 all-NBA games, 12 all-defensive selections, a league MVP. He also has gold medals. How many gold medals Shaq got? One? Most
assists of a guard ever.
Not only that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had 17 All-Stars on his resume.
18.
Okay, I'm sorry, 18 All-Stars on his resume.
Right, 18.
Right?
How many
Bro,
centers
that's
do you have in your
impressive,
top
bro.
10?
That's
got
not
80
top 10? Is it because
and
of only one MVP? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. That's
listen.
crazy.
Again, like I said, when I do my things, it's predicated on your stats, your accolades, and the achievements. And what gives Kobe the edge over Shaq is the achievements parts. Because as far as stats and accolades, they're very close in a lot of ways. But the achievements, the 81-point game that Kobe put up, right? The 9 straight, not 40-point games, like stuff like that Kobe put into the game. Not to mention, Kobe for me changed the way every NBA trained. Every NBA player trains differently because of Kobe. If you were somebody that was in the 1900s, you took summers off. You came into the 2000s, you ain't take no more summers off. Your summers was booked. You had 2 weeks to rest or a month to rest. Then from there on out, you went to work. And if you didn't go to work, you were going to be left behind. And all the players,
they was building stadiums for them to ball in the summertime.
Who? For
When
Jordan to
he was
pick up
Space
games?
Jam, they built a whole basketball court for them to play up and down.
Yeah,
for the whole
but
summer.
Jordan didn't do
That's
that every summer.
1996.
He didn't do that every summer. Kobe did that every summer from his rookie year, from the beginning. Kobe was not playing with nobody.
I mean, Jordan didn't start working out till he was like 28.
Yeah,
Johnny, that's actually fun.
Yeah, Jordan didn't pick up dumbbells till 1990.
I think
That's
Johnny, that's actually a fantastic take out of you.
Man, Jordan did his first injection. Pick up the dumbbells into 1990.
Man, that's nasty. Look at what he trying to see that.
Now that's the subjective part. Hold on, let me finish.
Means is lifting up weights every day.
Let me finish answering my question so I can get to the again. That's my subjective aspect of it. But when we did the actual just the stats and the accolades, I think Shaq was ahead of Kobe. I think Shaq did crack the top 10 because Shaq has over 28,000 points, 14,000 rebounds. You know, Shaq does have 16 or 17 All-Stars as well. And I think he has 12 or 13 or 14 All-NBAs as well. So Shaq does have a solid resume. He has, I think he has 3 or 4.
See, this is when Johnny's at his best, when he can actually answer questions like when you're comparing players to players, because he has it at the top of his head. Great answer about the Shaq over Kobe thing. I am in complete agreement. Great take out of you.
Yeah.
Let's not forget says he got Kobe over him.
And let's not forget when Shaq told Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes, pause. Kobe was on a true mission. And he accomplished that mission to get 2 more rings. It wasn't good enough to get 1 more ring. Kobe wanted to make sure he had 1 more over Shaq, to the point to where Shaq went bouncing around trying to find that 5th ring.
He did.
He got carried to 1, or carried to 4th, I should say.
Now, again, he did have an advantage to do that because Shaq came into the league several years before Kobe, so Kobe had that little imp at the end to do it, but still, Kobe determined, he was dedicated. Kobe put his rep on the line to win championships. He did a lot of things just for the sake of saying, I want to be the best at the game of basketball. Did he accomplish it? No. But did he get close? Hell yeah.
Hey, Johnny, look at Mr. Duke. That's a great take out of him. Great compliment.
Yeah, he says, I'm here to get educated. No debate. All up for the debate. No, of course, brother. You know, again, you are. Listen, I think we only got 3 King Guards members, which is you and 2 other brothers. So y'all actually better than all the rest of these fools. They spend $4.99 a month. You could talk all day long, Mr. Duke. You understand me? Brandon, I don't have no problem with you. You's a King Guard member. And in fact, brother, we have a GJK hat available for you as a King's Guard member. So reach out and we can send out your hat to you, brother, and a GJK shirt as well. Whatever you want on the shirt. You can get a shirt that says Kobe. You can say Kobe's not top 10 or better than Shaq on the shirt if you want. Okay, we got you, brother. We'll take care of you.
One of the reasons why I put Kobe above Shaq was because Kobe. I think we played the clip before where he was saying that Phil Jackson told him he had a dumb of the game down, so Shaq could be effective, because Shaq was never going to be effective if Kobe Bryant played his game.
I told Kobe, stop shooting them 40-point games. You're going to make Shaq jealous.
That's crazy.
So Kobe had to limit his game so Shaq could be great.
So Shaq could be out of his feelings. Shaq was really in his feelings. Like he was basically saying, like, we know you the dominant guy. You know, we know you doing what you're doing and you're carrying the team, but we need Shaq to be Shaq. And the only way he can do that is if you just hand over to him. Basically,
they formed the best duo ever.
Basically, that's what Popovich asked Steven Jackson to do for Manu Ginobili, and he wouldn't do it because he knew he was better than Manu, and he's like, "Nah, I'm never going to tell Manu you better than me or cater to that." And Kobe did it. Kobe did it. That's why when people get mad at Kobe about the Shaq thing, you gotta at least give Kobe that. Kobe did a lot to help Shaq. He told Shaq to go work out in the summer. He told Shaq to go get the surgery done early in the summer. Shaq said, "No, I want to enjoy my summer. I'm going to get surgery done in August."
So Shaq was Kobe's Pippen.
I'm just saying. Darnell Heights says Shaq isn't in top 5 in any major stat category.
Who cares? Neither's Larry Bird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same Tim Duncan either. But yeah, he says, ask Kobe about getting his 5th ring. Got more than Shaq. That's it. Got more than Shaq. That's all he wanted to make sure he got more than Shaq. He was balling for that, man.
Hey, Johnny, Mr. Duke said, he up here to increase his basketball IQ, except for King John, because he hates the Knicks. So he's not going to be able to get his IQ up listening.
Listen, you don't want no Knicks fans talking because we got King Speech Row here. You know what's going to happen when King Speech Row starts talking. He already misconfused Coming to America as a 90s movie when it came out in the 80s. But I'm going to leave you alone with King Speech Row. But we got King Speech Row in the building. Shout out to you. Let me get A-Weezy Gang in there. Hey, A-Weezy Gang. I saw the debate with you and Dookie and them. That was hilarious. It was kind of hard to watch because y'all were cussing each other out the whole debate. But, man, that was great. You went in on him. When he said the Listerine part, I was like, oh, yeah, Bang is going to get on him, pause. And you definitely did. Great job by you. He says, Kobe got 2 rings in 11 years as a Robin role player turned to a superstar. And, I mean, in reality, Jerry West did draft him not to be a Robin. He did draft him to be a duo. It was supposed to be a duo.
Yeah, that Robin was putting up MVP numbers. Like
he basically knew Shaq couldn't be Shaq without guard, which is always true. No big man could be a really good big man.
Kobe got swept because of Shaq in the playoffs. As soon as Shaq left the Lakers, Kobe never got swept.
Ooh, look at Craig. Craig, come on.
Damn, all this Kobe love.
All because of Twin Man. Twin Man always coming with the Kobe hate.
He's better than that.
I don't hate Kobe. I'm just not going to overrank him the way y'all do. All this Kobe love. That's crazy.
All this Kobe love. Yes.
When I came up here to debate, y'all wasn't hearing none of this.
Magic and Kareem in the top 10.
We just saying Kobe. We just saying Kobe's top 10. Kobe's top 10. I had to come to that.
Top 10 for sure.
Kobe's top 10 for sure.
If you could put Kareem and Magic in the top 10, you could put Kobe and Shaq in the top 10.
And first of all, I call Coming to America a 1900s movie. I didn't say the decade.
No, because you don't love the 80s. You love the 90s. You know that.
I love the 80s, 90s, 70s. I love shit. 70s, Superfly, the Mac, all that good, man. I'm a 70s baby.
Car wash. What the hell is he talking about? We're talking about car wash and shit.
Anyway, before I let you go, I want to ask Mingo Jester this as a Kobe Bryant fan. How do you feel about people who are comparing SGA to Kobe?
Oh Lord, it's aggravating, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's aggravating at this point because I mean, y'all compare these dudes to these people before they even do anything. I mean, he got some similarities with Kobe because maybe he studied Kobe game like how Kobe did MJ, and maybe that's what it is. But all this. He better than Kobe and all this crazy stuff, man. We got to stop all this stuff, man. Let the guy play basketball. Let him finish his career first before we start getting into all that.
Facts.
Check out Bang and Twin Man on the same boat, boy. They love to throw dirt at Kobe quickly.
You can't blow a 3-1 lead.
If we was at the funeral, they'd be blowing the trumpets.
So Kevin Durant would be top 10.
Hold up, but my thing is I hear a lot of people saying that you can't have Kobe in the top 10 because he got 1 league MVP, but they be forgetting that Hakeem got 1 league MVP and so that's that. So how does that work?
Hakeem got 2, right?
Hypocrisy.
No, Hakeem got one.
Shaq got 1.
And Shaq got 1.
Most of them years they wouldn't vote one because the other.
Right?
No, you're right. 95 was David Robinson. Okay. Yeah.
So how does that work?
He said, "Now I got to put Kobe over Shaq." Thanks a lot, man.
I told him what's the
Don't thank me. Thank Brandon. Brandon is the reason why I used to hate on Kobe too. I had Jerry West in front of Kobe. Elgin.
Why y'all hate on Kobe though? I don't get it, man. What he do?
No, because the media did a horrible job explaining to us Kobe's dedication to the game.
Yes.
I held a lot against Kobe what he did with Shaq, not realizing the problem he had with Shaq was that Kobe was basically getting rid of the old oligarch. Kobe was, because you got to remember, a lot of those veterans that was on those Lakers teams were old guys that were coming into the Lakers. You're talking about the Horace Grants and the Ron Harbers, the Rick Foss,
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice, and they had a lot of veteran guys that were like that been there, done that, been in the league. They were on veteran contracts. Here comes this young kid named Kobe. Not only is he challenging you in practice, he's challenging you before practice, after practice. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's doing all of these things. We got pictures of Kobe in pajamas, practicing with a cast on with his left hand. You know what I'm saying? Then come to find out he really hurts his shoulder in the game and he could play with his left hand. Like we didn't get to hear all this until late into Kobe's career. Like that was the disservice that they did to Kobe. I didn't get to hear all that till later, and then to hear Kobe talk after he retired. That Kobe I didn't even know about. Because the Kobe that played was tunnel vision. He didn't care what you thought. He just talked the game of basketball. But then when he retired, he opened up, and you saw a side of Kobe that I never saw. I didn't really see that personal side of him. I didn't see the coolness, how he was cool with Kyrie Irving. He was cool with players, and you know what I'm saying. Like I forgot what player called him, and he
Dirk.
No, not Dirk. There was another player that called him. It was a young player.
KG.
No, not KG. It was one of these young dudes, man. It was somebody real young, and he was like, I can't believe Kobe opened up the let me. I don't even think it was it
Jason Tatum.
No, it was like a Tyler Hero type player, like somebody like that, like one of those.
I know. Isaiah Thomas had talked about how he called. Kobe.
Yeah, so Kobe opened up a lot to players. He was very, you know what I'm saying. You just saw a different side of Kobe, and then you started hearing those stories about how Kobe would work out during the summer and do all that stuff. And I remember Scottie Pippen saying, "Yo, that's why Scottie Pippen missed 30 games in '98 because instead of him getting the surgery done early in the offseason, he's like, nah, I'm going to enjoy my offseason on my last year. They don't want to give me no money. I'm going to enjoy my offseason, and I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to wait. And then he was like, I'm going to take the year off.
With Pippen. When the nigga that's paying you tell you don't sign the contract, you don't fucking sign the contract.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
yeah,
wild. Look at him. I'm telling you this, and I'm telling you this is a bad deal.
If Kobe had played for the Knicks, I bet you he'd be ranked higher.
No. Oh, wow.
No, he wouldn't.
Kobe's
He'd be the GOAT.
At the end of the day, Kobe's the only player to have at least.
Look what he's doing right there. Ain't shit,
At the end of the day, Kobe's the only player to have at least 15 All NBA and 12 All NBA defensive selections. That combination. Nobody else has it. Like that by itself is ridiculous.
I think he has all the most first teams on both. I think he has the most first teams because I think Kobe has 12 all NBA first teams. No, LeBron has all NBA first teams.
He got 9.
NBA and all defensive together. I think Kobe has 21.
He has 9 with Gary Payton, Kevin
Mike,
Garnett.
and KG.
I don't say he has 9 first teams on defense, but I think he has 12 first. I think he has 12.
All NBA.
5
Yeah,
on the defense.
you're probably right.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So that was
20 and 5, not double digits to both.
Let me get it out, guys. Listen, Kobe has the most first teams when you count all NBA and all defensive together. I think it's 21. I think he has.
You're right. Kobe's the GOAT, Johnny. I agree.
Jordan has 19. LeBron has 18. And obviously the centers is a little bit hard for the centers because there was only two. There's only one per team for their position. So.
Well, we know he's better than Magic Johnson.
Well, okay, he's a great player. We'll let King Speech throw in, but before we do that, you guys also got to remember that Jerry Krause and Jerry Reinsdorf used to play good cop, bad cop with players.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, they used to do that. That's how they tricked a lot of players to take less money because they were. Because you had the owner telling them, well, this is the best we can do, and if you think you can do better.
Then y'all rag on Jordan for shitting on him.
The reason because Jordan is the one who had the media power. Jordan shouldn't have went out there saying the stuff that he said about Jerry Krause. He shouldn't have. Nobody cares what Scottie Pippen thinks. Nobody cares what Scottie Pippen thinks. Yes, nobody cares what Scottie Pippen thinks, what Scott Williams thinks, what Cliff Livingston thinks, what Horace Grant.
But the owner himself told Scottie Pippen not to sign that contract.
What does Bill Cartwright think?
The owner can't tell him not to sign the contract that he offered him. You offered him the contract.
But Jerry Reinsdorf said not to sign the contract.
You
I mean, what you
offered him
think
the
that
contract.
means? Yes, but he told him not to sign. If I'm offering you something, telling you not to sign it, what you think that means?
That don't make no sense, though. You know that.
He didn't say not to sign it. He told him you should wait. That's what he told him. You
What?
should wait.
Same different.
No, because that's why I said it's the good cop versus bad cop. Because you're telling me to wait. I'm a poor kid from Arkansas. I need the money now. I don't need the money later. I need the money now. And here comes Jerry Krause saying, "Well, this is the best you're gonna get. You ain't gonna get nothing better than this. So if you want the now, this is the best option." So he had one guy tell him, "Well, listen, if you want to wait to make more money, you can wait, but that's not good enough because he needs the money now. He's ready to get paid now. He's an all NBA, I mean, an all defensive player. He's an all star. Why not? I need to get paid now. They were making crap money back then.
You gotta pay those gold diggers, man.
Well, actually, Jordan didn't get paid until later on in his career, right?
Yeah,
Jordan didn't start getting them big contracts until later on, ain't he?
Jordan did get that extension, but Jordan got paid in that 1988 season. They gave him that extension. Jordan got
They
paid.
gave him an extension early.
I think they gave him a $24 million extension, some shit like that.
Yeah, 7 years, 24 million.
And remember, and they were mad because Jerry Krause was holding back money to bring in Tony Kukoc.
Oh,
that's why they were upset. They were like, "Why are you trying to?"
Enough for Pippen. He's like, "Don't pay this. Give Pippen the money. Look at that."
No, but remember though, he was trying to re-sign Grant, Pippen, Jordan, Kukoc. He has to re-sign all these guys. All these guys want money. They all want money, and there was a certain amount of money we can spend as a team.
There was no salary cap like that.
There was no salary cap then.
Yeah, there was no. Yeah, I know, but there was no money being made like that neither. That's why he told him wait till the NBC contract kick in. Then and teams have more money. We can give you more contract. That's why Scottie Pippen got stuck. Because if he would have did what Horace Grant did, which was take the 3-year deal, Horace Grant took the 3-year deal and was done by 93 and then got his real money in 94. And not even in 94. They did some crooked shit to get him his money in 94. Because he did like some crooked deal to get to where it was 1-year deal at a certain amount, and then afterwards he got his money. Because he didn't have bird rights. They didn't have the bird rights to give him the money. It's a lot of that shit. It was the 90s. The NBA was growing. They were marketing well. They had the superstars, all superstars. So, but let's let King speak for. He knows better than me because he loved the 90s, man. Let us know about the 90s.
Great take out of it, Johnny.
Well, cool. I wanted to talk about Magic, and let me first give you your props to Johnny for shouting out Kobe, because now a lot of people they don't bring up in the Kobe how the Kobe preparation was second to none. If you cannot talk just numbers without understanding how he prepared for the game. Again, he lent on the Jordan. He lent his knowledge to other people just to be a great preparer. As far as this salary cap stuff, this is what David Falk was talking about. And when they brought in the salary cap, it became a business partnership between the players and owners, where in the CBA they're going to get a certain amount. Like the owners will take this amount of revenue, and the players always got a little bit more. Like the players were up to like 56% of the revenue. So as the revenue was growing, the salary cap would go up, and then it would be more money available for guys like Pippen. So that's why when Pippen signed his deal, he signed it in 91, the money wasn't kicking in like that. It didn't kick in into the middle of the decade, and that's when you started seeing Horace Grant making $10 million, Ewing making 16. Like Shaq eventually got a $100 million contract. It was unheard of at the beginning of the decade. So Pippen finally got his money after 98. Remember, he signed it in 91. He signed a 7-year deal. 7 years from 91 to 98, that's a long time, and that was the best part of his career, right? So he got his money when his skills were declining because of his back. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to do, y'all were talking about Magic and about how many years he played with Kareem. Now, y'all got to remember when Magic was a rookie, Kareem's knees were already barking. Now, he still was good. He still was dominant, but he had like 3 or 4 prime years. And really, honestly, it was Magic and the Showtime and all that running and stuff that allowed Kareem to kind of play the back, and extend his career so he could still be an effective center, but not the dominant Kareem. And then they won. So, I mean, I just think when we do this, you always got to tell the story, because Magic playing with Kareem shouldn't have been a negative. Kareem gave Magic a dominant center to throw the ball into, to give the rock to. And Kareem and Magic, by extension, extended Kareem's career because having that young guy with all that energy took the load off of him where he didn't have to be counting on for 30 and 15 every night anymore. You know what I'm saying? So the rest is history. Showtime Lakers won the 5 chips. Kareem got his 6. Magic got his 5. You know, and again, that's the whole story of it. So I just went like it wasn't like Kareem. Kareem basically by 84 was no longer prime Kareem. Maybe 85, 86. I know he won the Finals MVP in 85. But after that, Kareem can now be the secondary guy, be the center doing the battle in the trenches, and while Magic is running the show with the, with Worthy and them running down the breaks. And that's why the Lakers are so great in that decade. That's pretty much it.
Like the number 1 pick for like 3 years in a row, too.
Well, yeah, that's also management. That's also management taking advantage of dumb teams. Like, why would you trade a pick unprotected?
Kings Beach dodged that Utah Jazz smoke.
Number 1 draft pick as a defending NBA champion. Like,
that's when you think of it,
Craig. I hear you talk about this a lot, Craig. We all know that these teams was crooked as shit back then. We know that shit. Come on, man.
No, you know what it was? They were losing money.
Cleveland sold. They literally
couldn't
sold
afford
the number 1 pick for the Lakers for cash.
Yeah, because they couldn't afford the guy. Why? For what? I'm not gonna be able to pay him. I'm not gonna be able to give him nothing. I got to get rid of him. I can't. I might as well get rid of him for something.
And 76, they took Gal Gurridge just to sell tickets.
Free markets, free markets that was worth any money back then. And honestly, it was only 2. It was only the Lakers and Boston. They was the only ones with really money like that. So I'm not shocked that when the Bulls came up in the 90s, a lot of teams starting to come around in the 90s. But if we're talking about the teams in the NBA that had all the power, it was the Lakers in Boston. I'm not shocked they got all those damn picks.
Don't forget the Lakers were losing money when Dr. Buss bought them too, because the business was terrible all around. But the ones that sold the most tickets were Boston and LA, of course.
Listen, hold on, wait. I gotta address somebody in the comments. Hold on, Black Mamba, stop spamming the comments. You don't have to keep putting the same comment over and over again. If you do, I will get Asante on you to block you. Stop writing the same silly comments over and over again. We heard you. You don't have to keep writing it. Write it once. All right. If not, I'll get Asante out here to shut you up because we don't need you out here to keep commenting the same silly comments on everybody's comment. Stop begging for attention. Damn.
You gave it to him.
Nah, no, I had to because he's in the comments. If not, I'm about to block him in the comments. I got to. Y'all see what Willie said? What day did Willie say? What day did he didn't say?
When you want to learn, do you say?
I'll cook a Johnny today, tomorrow, Tuesday.
What day is the day to cook a Johnny, y'all? What day is the day for a Johnny's cooking?
Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Fridays, right? You see,
hey Willie, pull up, man. Pull up. Let's go Knicks.
You see, he didn't put Friday on there.
That's the one day he can't. That's the one day he can't. That's the one day
Willie,
he can't.
He working constructions on Friday night. He working construction on Friday night.
Willie, Willie, listen to me when I say this with kindness, Willie. Like, if none of us will pull up and have the ability to cook a Johnny, then you sure as fuck can.
Or can't.
Oh, yo, Peter Bagjuice is gonna have his moment today, y'all. Y'all definitely check out FYF because we about to debate in a few hours.
But wasn't that? Hold on. But wasn't that? Wasn't that Lakers draft pick was a coin flip when they got Magic? Wasn't that a coin flip? They just flipped.
It was always a coin flip, yeah, because they would have got the first or the second. So they didn't get the second. It would have been Moncrief.
It wasn't no coin flip. It was a key flip. They gave the owner of whatever the had.
He went to Cleveland. The NBA is rigged. All the number 1 picks story of how they got to the teams they went on.
What's it called? A coin flip too? The flip for the Dallas Mavericks, wasn't that a coin flip?
Who knows what it was?
They had the same record, so they had whoever had the better odds. They coin flip to see who had the better odds, and so Dallas is.
Come on, bro. How we in 2025 deciding something with a coin flip, bro? Come on, for real. A coin flip.
Yeah, you're gonna have to block this guy, Johnny, for sure.
Sometimes the old ways are the best ways.
Johnny, I'm seeing
last time the Knicks had the number 1 pick, they picked Patrick Ewing.
Why is he putting the same comment in there?
Yeah, you didn't want to send Patrick Ewing to Indiana.
You just got here, Troy. He does this every
real.
single week. Every week, it's the same thing.
Sound like they don't want to send nobody to the Knicks.
No, let me know that when we get Giannis.
Y'all ain't getting no
Y'all ain't getting Giannis.
All right.
Y'all gonna have to get that.
I don't want Giannis. We have to give up much to get
Giannis
Giannis.
to go to San Antonio.
Y'all got Carl Anthony Towns, and then don't need
Carl Anthony Towns make dollar for dollar. So if we throw a couple of picks, we throw the rooks.
Hold on, wait. I got to make an order. I got to put in an order as a general. General says snipers stand guard, fire at will, fire at will, right? Fire at will.
Well,
Shaq was asked, do you like warm weather, cold weather? He told Stern warm weather. All of a sudden, he in Orlando. See,
that's what's wrong with the NBA and you NBA fans. Y'all out here just
LeBron, like, yo, they know I'm from Cleveland, so it was already far gone. He's like, yo, you ain't even gotta move. You can just stay right here. You gonna be for the first 7 years.
Derrick Rose in Chicago.
That's I hate to see Derrick Rose go through that.
Tim Duncan to San Antonio, same shit.
Yeah. What's tough about Derrick Rose being at home?
No, I'm talking about I thought y'all was talking about the injury. His injury, like what Tom Thibodeau did to him. I thought that he had. Y'all was talking about the Knicks, and then Tom Thibodeau just got fired. So I thought you was, I thought y'all was saying.
Hey, don't nobody talk about the Knicks.
How did the Bulls get the number one pick to be able to pick him up?
It's called a draft lottery.
That's called a territorial draft. That's what the NBA is based on.
It's called a draft lottery. They could have picked Michael Beasley.
Hey, Michael Beasley was a ball player while y'all played.
No way. Chicago would have rioted if they would have passed on Rose. Stop it now.
Nigel Jess, he was a killer at Kansas State.
Yeah, Michael Beasley was a ball player though. People sleep.
Tell you what, but Rose was 101.
Could y'all imagine if the Miami Heat would have grabbed him? Oh my God, if they would have had what?
Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose.
Yeah, it would have been Rose and Wade.
But we had the second pick. We picked up Beasley.
They picked Beasley. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been nasty. Oh, that would have been nasty.
Y'all would have had that all Chicago backcourt.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute though. But wait a minute. If y'all would have picked up D Rose, right? Orlando, you think LeBron still go over there if y'all got Derrick Rose?
Hell yeah.
And Chris Bosh?
Remember, they had to trade Beasley to Minnesota to have the money.
No, you got to remember, Derrick Rose would have been on a rookie contract just like Beasley was.
He'd been on a rookie contract. Bosh, they wouldn't have to pay Bosh.
Man, that
God, Mr. Duke, you're just giving that softball to a Johnny right now.
They could have got two players.
Insane, bro. That's insane.
Let me answer this. Okay, stats and accolades wise, it's Jordan, obviously, because Jordan has all the steals and stuff like that. But by eye test and from how I determined defenders, I mean, Kobe had to guard tougher guys. Kobe was definitely the better on-ball defender than Jordan was. But Jordan was better on the weak side and as a help defender, and the passing lanes and weak side blocks. Jordan was definitely better at that. Jordan used to take a lot more gambles. I think Kobe was more physical, had more physical attributes, like he was stronger, smarter. I would say Kobe's the better defender, not using my stats and accolades, because it's hard to do it with Jordan stats and accolades. 9 all defensive first teams, 3 steals titles, blocking.
Way better advanced metric.
Yeah, the advanced metric. Yeah,
you got 100. You got 100 blocks and over 200.
Yeah, so stats, being objective is Jordan, but being subjective, it's Kobe.
It's actually a great answer.
Yeah, me being
so
Jordan sat here and he had all those fake skills. So Jordan.
Okay,
wait a minute.
Okay, let me address y'all. The only way you guys get this type of Johnny is on GOAT James Kingdom's show, because I am willing to be open with guys like these guys here, because they all respect my intellect. We all can have fun. We can all express our subjective side and our objective side. So if you want this Johnny, you got to come on a Sunday afternoon.
So what you saying is,
Friday is all exposure shit. I'm going straight exposure. I don't got time for bullshit. Don't come ask me who better than Mike and Jordan is LeBron. Okay? But we're having fun on the Sunday afternoon. We do the Lord's work here. So I'm going to be a good guy and, talk basketball with you guys, because we all got some fine gentlemen here who like to talk basketball. But once we get some zesty Jeffries up here, it's a wrap. Y'all already know what I turn into.
In other words, your eye test say Kobe's the better defender, but the stats say Jordan is.
Yes.
I'm gonna use that. All right, so stats you got.
But see, you ain't. But But that's the problem. They could try to use that with LeBron. For me, LeBron's eye test and stats make him better than both of them. So I don't care what anybody says.
But you gotta understand something. There a lot
I
of
test
us
those, really?
didn't see Jordan play.
A Johnny bias.
A lot of us didn't see Jordan play though. We were like young when Jordan was
Yeah, I seen LeBron.
playing.
Yeah, I seen
I
LeBron
mean,
fronting up the postman, playing the post, rebounding, blocking shots, stealing passes, doing all kind of great stuff. The GOAT. Shoot the
what,
pause.
in 2013? For sure, yeah.
He said,
Who y'all got tonight then? Cause the game come on tonight. Who y'all got tonight?
Pacers.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's go around the table. Let's start with you, Craig. Who you got tonight, Craig?
I'm gonna say OKC. They can't lose 2 in a row. If they lose this game, then it's Pacers in 5.
Wow. All right, we're gonna let you go last, Mingo Jesse. With you, man. Who you got tonight?
I got OKC free throw merchant in full effect. Let's go.
John, who you got tonight?
I got OKC, but I ain't got OKC until the game is over, because until then the Pacers is winning the game until it's a final score and OKC is winning. But I got OKC, but the Pacers is never out of it. I don't care no more. The Pacers are never out of the game.
T Perfect, who you got?
I got Pacers. I think that Thunder have responded every time they've lost game one this postseason. I think it's going to be a different time because Pacers just want it more. I mean, they're hungry. You can't cut them out. Like John said, they're in every game. They know how to finish. I think they're just going to come out and replicate. I don't think they're going to have like almost 30 turnovers this game. And I think they're just going to be way better. I got them.
All right, Mingo Jesse, who you got, Mingo?
Yeah, I got OKC. I'm with Twin Man. Free throw merchant. Let's go.
He said free throw merchant. Well, if you want to know who I got, you got to catch me tonight for the live and the NBA Finals play-by-play stream where I'll break down everything. You guys know how I do. I'll break down what is going to be the keys for Indiana to win tonight, what's going to be the keys for OKC to win tonight, and who I think will actually do those particular factors to win the game tonight. So catch me tonight. I'm going to open up the live at 7:45 right here on GOAT James Kingdom. The live will also be open to all GOAT James Kingdom members at 7:30 p.m. Look out for the link to join the live so you guys can join me. But again, starting tonight, 7:45 p.m., we'll be doing the NBA Finals play-by-play stream with me, and I give you all of my breakdown on who I think is going to win. But with that being said, we are going to end today's show. Thank you for joining us on another great GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. We do this every Sunday noon Eastern time with great gentlemen like you heard these gentlemen here. The panel is always open for anybody, but obviously we take care of our GJK members first. But again, we are the Clutch Sports Hitmen, and we don't run from nobody. We open up the panel to have GOAT debate, basketball debate, and sports debate in general. So this is what we do every Sunday right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. If you want to open up your sports content, then you can definitely check out the Radar Show. These guys are talking football now. They were trying to make fun of my 49ers last night. So fuck John, fuck Brandon, who
I said they were slept on, man.
Brandon's a bandwagon football fan. Anybody who's the best football team and the best player, that's the team he likes in football.
That's true.
So I'm not listening to Brandon at all. He hates all his hometown teams. He doesn't like none of the teams he grew up watching. He just likes whoever is great. That's why he likes LeBron James and he likes Patrick Mahomes. So forget you, Brandon.
I knew it.
But either way, the Radar Show is a great show that goes on every Saturday night right here on the GJK channel. And like y'all know, on Friday nights, it's me, the A. Johnny the Exposer. I go to exposing people who want to talk silliness about the game of basketball. I truly get to be in myself on this platform. So definitely check us out here. And then again, on Wednesday nights, we have the Allen Powell Show. I know y'all starting to like Allen, Vic, and them. Those guys are great. They do a great show. We definitely opened up our channel to them because we do believe in their content creating and what they do. So shout out to Allen and Powell Show, man. Shout out to you, Al, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And we're looking forward to seeing more of your content here on GOAT James Kingdom. Because like we told y'all, we are the best out here. Brandon and I have opened this up for LeBron fans, basketball fans to talk the game of basketball. There's not a YouTube channel you can find people who talk about Michael Jordan in a good light, LeBron James in a good light, Kobe Bryant in a good light on the same show. You will not find it nowhere, but only here in GOAT James Kingdom. So if you like what we do, support us by becoming a GOAT James Kingdom member. All you got to do is hit the join tab. When you do that, you'll see all the different tiers. Shout out to Mr. Duke and everybody who's a part of the King's Guard of GJK. As you can see, we have 3 different tiers. If you want to just become a Knights of GJK, it's $4.99 a month. You spend more on a Big Mac meal. You can support us doing this. Thank you so much for all of you guys who are members of our channel, whichever tier you on. Brand, I cannot say thank you 160 million times. We'll keep saying it over and over and over again. But like we told y'all, man, LeBron's the GOAT. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. My boy B. Lee, the sports analyst. We are GOAT James Kingdom, and y'all have a great Sunday. I'll see y'all later on tonight. Don't forget, we're going to have a debate on FYF Sports Debate very shortly here. Lamont should be setting that up. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great day. This is GOAT James Kingdom. Peace and blessings.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.
Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. You get to enjoy B.Lee and A. Johnny talk basketball every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. Support by subscribing and also check out the membership at GOAT James Kingdom.
Who's the all-time leader of postseasons? The answer's Braun.
The Bible ain't tell us King James was from Akron. All-time leader in points ain't nothing average. Mavs dropped Luka cause they terrible management. Or was it gambling? Yogo was 40 out here playing like a scrub. Brian 40 still dropping triple dubs. And I ain't the one to talk about nobody's son, unless it's Gloria, but they call him the chosen one. Stephen A. trolling. We seen that boxing video, that uppercut bogus Akron Hammer.